everybody? What's going on this beautiful Saturday night? Welcome back to another rendition of Mirror Musk, the State of Lifeforms number 3. Gentlemen, Chow, Dan, how are you guys doing tonight?
Doing well, Mir. Back again, talk about life forms. And yeah, just getting the show in tonight. Might have a slower week ahead of us. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot to discuss. And what better than a Saturday night? So welcome to the show, Dan.
Thanks, guys. Good to get the team back together.
I know, man. We missed you. It's been too long.
Yeah, it was a little drama in the Mullen house. So, but I'm back. I'm back and better than ever. Yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's do this.
Dan hasn't been seen. Yeah, Dan hasn't been seen on YouTube since like 5 o'clock. So we're starting to get like really worried, like where he could be. And luckily he's back. But no, Dan has been like on a heater with working with Stud Joe, and then you dropped that Buckman promo this morning, which was fire. And then, of course, with Lifeforms tonight, we're going to have to be talking Buckman. We're going to have to be talking everything because you missed an episode we did where, and you knew kind of behind the scenes we were going to do this, but we advanced the bracket. And the bracket is now taking form where we're at a point now where we're down to the final 4, and I'll pull that up. So if you guys want to look at that.
Yeah, let's do it.
By the way, that was a great episode. I was just saying, I did watch a little bit. I caught some of the replay. And Chow, all I got to say is, or not Chow, Mir, all I got to say is, Mur makes you stir, or whatever that saying was.
I make that shit stir, bitch.
I make that shit stir. Man, that was fucking just gold. And yeah, I mean, my panties almost dropped when I heard how you'd pick mommy up at the bar. So, yeah, it was.
I got you, baby. I got you. How to make it fun? Oh, it's always fun time on Mirror Musk, man. It's always a fun time.
Yeah, and Ashley and mommy always bring the spice to the show. So we thank them for coming on again, being good sports with it too, because they were going head to head in the bracket, and mommy knew, of course. Ashley kind of didn't know what was going on, and people were saying, "Oh, they're trying to set you up or trying to get you." It's like
not at all.
No, we just need that perspective when we're breaking this shit down because we look at it from such a high or such a deep level that like sometimes you need that female and
that feminine take.
Yeah. So thanks again for that. But from the product of that, now we're left with 4 finalists in our bracket, and
they're brilliant. All of them are brilliant, honestly. They're some of our best specimens we've ever had. So
yeah, so the final 4 this year is going to be hot. And Dan, what do you think of how it shook out without you here?
Yeah, maybe I'll start with the mommy Ashley thing. I thought that was great. I thought that was a cool way to sort of decide it, or kind of work the brackets. And I thought you guys did a stand-up job. I agree with everybody that's moved. I mean, I think we've from when the brackets first came out, we were all talking about, well, it has to be Final Boss and Buckman. I think even in the back of our minds, we were thinking that these guys were on a crash course. It's like one of those classic NCAA tournaments where there's just like 2 powerhouses, and you really wanted to be in the national championship. But if they're going to meet in the Final 4, that's pretty good too. That's pretty sweet. So,
UConn and Duke, baby.
UConn I was going to say Duke, UNC, like 2003-ish, that range where it was always somehow they're both 1 seeds on the same side, and they'd always make it to the Final 4. Kansas was always interchangeable with them too.
Yep.
Just blue bloods. So we knew they'd be here.
And Ashley reminds me of Butler a little bit back in the early 2010s.
Ashley is a Butler. Yeah, with Hayward.
Hayward.
He almost knocked down that half quarter.
Yeah, and Tim Howard. Yep, those guys.
Ashley is kind of looks like Hayward a little bit.
Buckman kind of gives me Fab Five feelings back the old Michigan days. Chris Webber, Jalen Rose. They looked like team. A fucking, or even UNLV. Like we go way back, like one of those UNLV juggernaut teams. But
baggy shorts,
like a lot of swag. But those teams don't always win. Michigan didn't fucking win. They fucking blew it. So but sometimes they do win. Sometimes those juggernauts go all the way. Sometimes Purdue and fucking Glenn Big Dog Robbins, go the distance. So you just don't know if that juggernaut train is going to keep going. But that's a great matchup, and obviously Final Boss, probably one of the hottest up and comers here in the deck. So
one of the hottest Clippers that is up and coming. Remember, he's a Clipper now.
He found himself.
He's definitely diversifying his portfolio. So I think
striker. Yeah, he's got it all. He's got it all figured out now. But no, but we go over to the other guy and a true sleeping giant. When you look at one of the most tired guys in the game, but well deserving to be in the Final Four. So big hormone, big W. And a team maybe from the NCAA that I would. Maybe those like Bryant Reeves teams back in the day, with, Big Country Reeve,
Yeah.
Like, was that OKC or Oklahoma State?
Yep.
Because he was like that. He's a big body that could kind of, or maybe Pitt Snoggle from Pittsburgh when they went on a run.
Or one of those Gonzaga teams with one of those just like goofy big white guys.
Oh, yeah. So he deserves to be there, but he's also kind of a Cinderella, and so it's a two of those Cinderella style teams matching up there. But
and I love that because everyone loves a good Cinderella story, but at the end of the day, someone's got to lose, and you just don't want to see it happen, but it has to happen.
Yeah, so
I love it.
As much as it'd be fun to try to pick out a winner to advance to our final tonight, I think we got to give them a little bit of time.
Oh yeah.
To cook. And if you guys have followed, I'll pull up the last bracket where it started.
Yeah,
where it's now. Where's the full bracket? Oh shit. Let me find it and then I'll pull it up.
Okay.
But it's been whittled down now from 16 to 4, and then ever since the bracket dropped, everyone who was mentioned in the bracket or even talks to being in the bracket started just performing like crazy, bro. They started doing like wilding out on stream or doing fun, crazy shit. So
Tommy Jordan was freaking out, doing crazy shit. He's trying to get on there, man.
Stevie Moosey bullshit that he lost too. I don't know. He was freaking out on Twitter today.
Yep.
And he's gonna be like one of those guys at Connecticut who they went and they're still a tournament MVP, even though their team didn't win it. Like a Durant at Texas, maybe. Like he puts up 30 points during the tournament, but he didn't make it all the way because he's been doing crazy shit lately, and that needs to be rewarded. But
I just want to say, for those that are watching on my channel, I did put up a poll for you to choose who you think is going to win the Final Four: Ashley, Big Hormone, Buckman, or Final Boss. We've already got 12 votes in. Very interesting early results. I'm not going to give it away, but get in there and vote. We'll give you some updates as the show goes on. You can watch the channel. I'm not telling you to come to my channel or even come over and vote and go back to Mere Musk, whatever you want to do. But we're tracking it, and the results are interesting. I'll leave it at that.
Good. We'll get some votes in. Early voting. We've seen. You guys remember 2016, so early voting. We're not calling it yet, but if you guys remember when we started this journey in Lifeform Mania, we had 16, and some of the people have fallen along the way. Maybe if we just check back to what they've been doing, if they've actually, Lou, of all people, told me, I'm going to pick myself up, learn from this, and be better next year. So he'd be like a case of like who's going to like really step up from this and do something from it. But
yeah,
I want to just like go through the people and see where they are now versus when they got bounced out in the last like month or so. But so let's start with Nasty Neil. Are you guys up?
I don't remember who that was again.
I think he kind of quit basically once he got in the brackets. I haven't seen him on a stream, so yeah, he's kind of gone. So
Nasty Neil kind of goes in and out. Like it seems like one minute he'll be everywhere and you can't fucking get rid of him, and he's loving Tukey everywhere and he's kissing up and sucking up, and then he just drops off for a while. The last I saw of him, I was scrolling through Twitter. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, and he had a picture with Chris Mack, who I'd never seen before in the flesh. I don't know if Chris Mack really wanted his picture out there, but but now we know what he looks like.
He's
Handsome
been around.
gentleman.
He's been around.
Oh yeah, he's been in the game for a while, so he goes to all the events or a lot of them. So, but yeah, Nasty Neil is, to me, he's so tepid that it's almost not even. To me, he's kind of fallen off the radar. He's kind of like one of those, Cinderella teams. Like had a good regular season, and then you flame out in the first round. So
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe he'll turn it around next year, but I don't have high hopes.
Bunch of red-shirted like seniors, and like they're just like an old team that just kind of was there, put everything into it to get there, and then that's where it ended instantly.
Very happy to be there.
Yeah.
This is kind of like, this is probably their peak. Getting to the first round is probably as high as it goes for them. But hey, you got in the game, you got in the tournament.
You made it to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, he'll have a banner behind him saying Sweet 16 participant 2026 Lifeform Mania, and he'll have that for the rest of his life streaming. So congratulations, sir. But stock's still down.
Stock's still down.
Okay, OG Mumbling Nick, who.
Oh God, yeah, no, that dude, that is like a
always
team
down.
Hate. Yeah, stock
how can stock go lower than down? I don't know. That's it. Sorry.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are like asking, like, how did he even get in the tournament? Where did this guy come from? And probably will never be heard from again. Like, I didn't even know that was a college. Like,
exactly.
You're looking at the brackets. I'm like, I didn't even know that people went to this university. But
you're like, wait a minute, that's a community college? Wait, what?
It's like one of those online universities where they just have a separate basketball team that they pay all the players like 50 G's each before it became like NIL. So it's like a fake school,
like Florida Gulf Coast League or something.
Yeah.
And they have like the first transgender cheerleader on their squad.
It's him
to make headlines.
And it's OG. So sorry, his stock's way down. Like I don't even know if he's around anymore, but that's probably for the better. The less is more, and none is the best when it comes to OG Mumbling Nick. So, of course, J Mo, he advanced a little bit in the bracket, but J Mo, I think his stocks just keeps going up. I think he's going to be main.
It's steady. It's a steady build. It's it's just a steady program college. It just keeps building and building every year to eventually they get past that that bump in the road. So he has some time, but he's just steady building.
They renovated the athletic, facilities, put another layer of paint on there, maybe changed up the logo, and they're ready. They're ready to make a push for next year. Got a nice recruiting class coming up, and they'll be back next year, definitely.
Yeah, and that's a big thing right now. Is J Mo went to Jamaica, and now he's got this new like super dark beard, and people are looking at him twice, and it's giving him a new level of like
he's mogging, bro. He's mogging
prestige. Yeah, so I think J Mo is really coming into it like that, but yeah, he might be a year away, and he might even ascend too fast. He might just jump
guy maxing right now. He's got that level of red beard thing going on that's just takes him to another level.
It is. And if he might even just go straight to the NBA after this. He might not even be in it next year. Yeah, he might not even be in it next year. So you have to enjoy him while he's here. So, but yeah, his stock's up. Mo's still doing his thing, but Tojo, what do you guys? What's your read on Tommy right now? I mean, he's been gone basically.
I'll let you go first, Dan.
Tojo, it's hard to find a comp that I can think of just off the top of the dome here, but without even the basketball
thing, I know I know what it is.
BYU.
He's Mizzou. Number 2 seed, number 3 seed, like a number 4 seed, and they get their asses kicked in the first round by like a 12th or 14th seed.
That's a good one.
Every year.
And they're gonna get fucking
they talk waxed. A big game in the regular season. They're like, yeah.
They're like a 5 seed. Good. They're the 5 seed that's gonna get knocked off by the 12 seed. You just know it.
Yeah,
going into the tournament.
That's what homeboy is.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I was gonna say like a BYU or something.
I hate to do my Tigers. No, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just hate to do my Tigers like that, but dude, it's every fucking year, bro. It's every year.
It's been like that forever for them too.
Yeah.
So Yeah, and he's been out of the game now for a long time, just being and I guess the only thing that's happened is the breaking news thing with that we'll get to when we get into Buckman stuff, but that he gave his sweatshirt to Buckman at Hackamania or at
Oh, that's
AC.
cute. That's hot.
Yeah. So yeah, stock down, of course. I don't know if he'll be able to come back, but at this point, I don't know. There's no excitement, nothing, I think, with what he's doing. So what do you think, man?
There's no enthusiasm in the program. The student body is just kind of they're thinking about spring break. They're not even
Coach is being
on.
investigated already for like bribes or something. So they might not even have the good recruiting coach. They might have to get a adjunct coach at the last minute. Yeah, it's just program's kind of in shambles, and they're paying for some misgivings that they've done in the last, couple years to maybe help the team win, but ultimately break the rules. And yeah, that's what he is, mentally. So I don't see him turning it around unless
No.
it's sad.
It is, honestly, because he had so much potential in the beginning, and then he kind of I think the downfall was when he started apologizing to streamers for acting out of pocket on their streams, and then the Stud Joe incident was just the nail in the coffin, and he just collapsed after that.
He went into business for himself. He put himself above the game, and that's never a winning strategy. You gotta play within yourself, wait for your moment, and not be shooting off trying to win it, trying to hit a 20-point shot at halftime. Like you gotta work the system, you gotta work the game, play out the string, and
pass the ball, play some real defense. Like, nah, bro, this guy was cooked.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Tommy, I mean, he's not done, of course.
No, he can always come back. Fumble the bag.
Yeah, but Penny and the Big Dork, where are we at with them right now?
I haven't heard shit from them. They tried getting me on their show, and I told them no, I can't do those dates, and they just then I called them out saying you need to pay me now, and they're probably poor, so they ghosted after that. So I think honestly, I haven't seen much. I haven't seen any clips of them lately at all. I think they were just a flash in the pan.
I have a different vibe on them a little bit. They kind of feel like a team with, they get some older players, some old, some grad students on the roster, but then they got a project in the midst. A 7-footer that can't really hit a layup right now. But if that 7-footer ever could fucking get a little hook shot or, just be able to fucking kiss it off the glass, you could make a run. You could make a run next year. There's potential there. I see a star in the making, but it is very big project. And with projects, a lot of times they don't pan out. So I don't have high hopes, but there's something there if they can put it together.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that too, where maybe they get a JUCO guy who's down on his luck, talent, but just couldn't get into like the good programs, and they can get him next year to pair with that it's a foreign guy, a big guy, like that Lithuanian 7-footer who maybe they can kind of like bond together and make a run at it. That because they're not going to recruit like the Buckmans or the Final Bosses or the Chad Zumachs, like the top level guys. So they just have to work their way up from the bottom right now. And I've seen a couple of Big Dorks. He's still streaming. I think Penny still does too, but they were going a lot for a while. It seems like they've
teetered or plateaued.
I think more just leveled, like maybe 2 streams a week or something instead of, I don't even know if they were doing more. Maybe they're just going on as other shows or their focal points of shit. So, whatever. I mean, I think their stock's unchanged, not up, not down.
Yep, just same. I agree.
Same status, but I agree with your take on where they're at as like a program. So should we get to? Are we doing Flimsy next?
Yeah,
I think we had Flimsy here, and
all I know of Flimsy is from ATP hating him.
Yeah,
immensely.
So we hate him too naturally because of ATP.
Because we're a tribe here. Whatever.
Sorry, Flimsy, bro. But
What is with
yeah,
all
we
these
gotta
guys?
hate you.
Is he Jew? Is Flimsy Greenberg Jewish, or is he just stealing Jew
It's
valor?
like, yeah,
I don't know,
that's the new
honestly.
thing. It's stolen Jew valor. Yeah,
There's a lot of these. It's so weird. These tri-state guys that want to like pretend like they're Jewish. It's usually the opposite. It's usually tri-state Jewish guys pretending like they're Italian or Greek or whatever, like
right.
trying to be like the Fawns or whatever. But we got a lot of guys in the Dabbleverse stealing Jew valor, and it's just I don't know. That's kind of weird to me.
I'm Jewish. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I like that. Flimsy is St. John's. Like every once in a while, they're like fun because it's more in the name. Just like Flimsy Greenberg's a good name. Like but I agree. It's crazy that Flimsy's up against Shmuel Buckman. I didn't realize like the name thing. I was actually just going for like Buckman's a powerhouse and Flimsy's more of like a 16-esque type seed, you know, like a lower or I guess a higher seed, whatever direction. But yeah, so I think his stock is just unchanged, or
I'd say it's unchanged. I say unchanged on that one.
I don't know, and I don't know if he'll be in the dance next year, actually. So I just don't know. He was kind of getting in for putting up Ray's shit anyway. It was kind of like a last minute sneak in type guy. So we'll see. Maybe he'll pick it up because we're calling him out here that he's not doing enough. But yeah, if you want to level up, Flimsy, you need to level up. That's it.
Flimsy's family-owned stores and make snack products. What are they? Pepperidge Farms or Entenmann's or something? Little Debbie. I don't even know.
Yeah, so I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he's in the they're in the food game. So I knew somebody said that his family owns a deli or something. I heard. So
in Brooklyn,
everyone's got to eat. So
yeah.
Wait, what about team wise? Where'd you put him?
Honestly, team wise, Flimsy. I don't know, man. I really don't know what I would put Flimsy. I'm trying to think of a team that's kind of like done nothing, but also wasn't really terrible. Maybe, maybe Michigan State.
Yeah, but Michigan State had those eras of.
Oh, that's right, with Magic Johnson.
I'd call him like a Richmond or some like hair above mid-major.
Wichita had too many running. They had too many.
Wichita
good
went
runs.
crazy in the early 2010s.
Yeah. Maybe like a University of Minnesota,
Santa Clara or something. Like just somebody that's like, okay, all right, you're an okay team. But
who wins the NIT every year? Because like he seems more like an NIT champion. Like he never makes the big tournament, but then he wins.
Like Georgetown or something. I don't even know
like what are some of those Northeast teams? Yeah, no, Georgetown's way too good. Like
DePaul. Someone said DePaul.
Yeah, DePaul.
Yeah, DePaul. That's perfect. Yeah, DePaul.
Perfect. Yeah, DePaul's perfect.
Iona or something. Seton Hall, Chattanooga. I don't know. Something like just some random shit school.
I think DePaul or Providence. That's what I was trying to think was Providence, but DePaul's great. But now we get to the blue blood Buckman, and I saw Serenity Now. I started here. He said Buckman is Kansas. I said Buckman was North Carolina. I think both of us are thinking he looks like Roy Williams, who coached for both
Kansas.
The
Roy Williams connection.
Yeah, so that's why he is that. He's like the Roy Williams of the Dabbleverse in this sense, because he's got the pedigree. He's I mean, we talk about Buckman nonstop, so you know everything there is about Buckman. But
way too much.
As a program, yeah, he's just and his stock is continuing to go up and up and up. That's why he's in the Final Four. I
kind of like Kansas because I know we talk about Roy Williams, but I was thinking more of Bill Self and how corny he is with his fucking wig and all that's like. There's just a corniness to him. I mean, they're good and they win, but there's just a cornball aspect to it, how they win. So, but either way, yeah. I mean, it's a blue blood organization. Don't necessarily have to love them. They definitely have their haters and their detractors. Maybe they don't play the game perfectly, and maybe sometimes they take advantage of different advantages that other teams can't take advantage of. And but they're going to be in it. They're going to be in it to win it. And you know, everybody in their bracket is thinking about how am I going to take this guy out, and that's
right.
that's Buckman.
Yeah, I mean, like Garrett says, he thinks Buckman's like a all-star team or a pro team playing in this, but yeah, he's gonna have 3 guys in the top 15 picks.
He
A lot of
reminds
them
me
freshmen, one and done.
He reminds me of the Kentucky Wildcats when they had Anthony Davis and
Coach
Kiltrist.
Cal.
Yeah.
And that was a nasty era. They had Cat was Cat before that or around then too.
But I think
they were stacked for a long time.
Yeah.
Lute Olson or Arizona squad. I like that's a good throwback.
Lute Olson's OG. Yeah. With Mike Bibby and Miles Simon.
They won all that. They won it that year too.
They were nasty. Yeah, I think that was the year Duke and maybe NC were in it. But yeah, let's jump to the other side. Zumach. What type of program do you think Zumach runs?
A lot of bark, no bite. I'm going Gonzaga.
They're the Bulldogs too, right?
Yep. I'm going Gonzaga on that one, bro.
Okay, I like that. So Zumach stock is way up. But you know what? I think when I asked you a month ago, Mir, I said, who are the most tired guys that you're seeing out there? And you're like, dude, Zumach, he's boring. He's not doing anything.
Yeah, but he's drinking now though, and that's what makes it great.
Want. Yeah, so
he's drinking again. Thank God.
Now he's flipped the script and went viral and is just piling in cash and clout from fans. So he's on one right now. So we got to give him props for that. And I give you a little bit of credit of lighting a fire because he likes this show. So when he saw you saying like, dude, he's kind of getting boring and he's not doing shit, he's like, fuck, dude, I got to do something. And then we got it. So as far as a program, maybe he went to Kent State, so maybe like something like that. Like, I know he's too powerful for that. Like, But
I was gonna say Ohio State because like they had a couple of great teams and never really fucking could put it together. Never could really make the run that they should have made. But that might even be giving them too much credit.
Kent State. Oh, Girthworm said Kent State. Yeah, I mean, I like Ohio State. They're scandal-ridden university in general. So and it's his hometown or home state. I guess I would go there too. And like we said, clout's way up. So beyond that, I say we.
I do like the Gonzaga reference too because he comes in with the name, the Z. You get the Z connection there, and you just know 9 times out of 10 they're gonna fall flat on their face. It's always gonna happen.
Good. I like that too. All right, now Gino, his what's crazy is when we set up this bracket and we're debating it. Basically, that shit that popped off with them was a day or two later. So we'd already moved Gino ahead of Chad before that. Chad went on his profane rant on Gino. But what do you say Gino is in the program, Dan?
I was gonna say like a Bob Huggins program, like a Bob Huggins, West Virginia, Bob Huggins, Cincinnati, just like totally cocky and just shooting their mouths off, fucking punks. But they come in and they can fucking make waves. They can do it. But they're going to come in with a lot of fucking attitude and they're going to be right up in your face, in your grill the whole time.
I like that. Mir, you got anything on that?
Nah, Gino sucks.
Yeah, I think his stock is, I don't know, unchanged, I guess. It was up and down. It goes up and down so much, like a meme token. Like you can't even.
University of Phoenix Online. That's fucking funny.
Yeah, and he had a run, he got into the Elite 8, and now he's gone. But
real quick, I love Tommy Jordan seething in the chat right now. These guys would all call each other a life former if they weren't on the same show. Tommy, why don't you go shut the fuck up, sit down, and go smoke some more meth, all right, you delinquent tweak? There you go. Fucking faggot, dude. I can't stand that guy. He's such a fucking loser. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so wait, what did we say? We must have covered him already. And now
No,
he's
no, yeah, we
pissed.
did. Yeah, he no, that's why he's tweaking out in the chat. He's a fucking retard. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, so we did Gino. Gino is blah. Who's next after Gino? Fuck Gino. I can't stand him.
Big hormone.
Big Horn. So he's a sleeping giant. You know, he reminds me. He reminds me kind of like a Zach Eddy character, like a Purdue kind of like vibe.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because Zach Eddy looks like he's fucking mentally challenged and like just woke up from a nap every time he's on the court. So,
And he's big.
And he's big. He's a big motherfucker. So I'm gonna go Purdue on that one.
Yeah. What did I say? I said or Oklahoma State with Big Country Reeves. That's 25 years before Zach Edey, but both are good. And I don't know if he's like. Yeah, either one. But what do you think, Dan? You agree with that, or you got one?
Yeah, those are good. I was trying to think if there were any Utah teams that were good that had a big guy, but I can't. None of them come to mind because I know he's a
Sean Bradley, BYU.
Yeah, like a BYU maybe, but they haven't really been that good in a while. So I think you guys pretty much nailed it.
Yeah, and I know that Purdue team with Edey, they were. I don't know if they won, but they were definitely in the running a bunch of times. So. Now Karmic X. Oh, and Big Dub, of course, stock is way up. He's tweaking nonstop. I'm sure he'll tweak out tonight, so I can't wait till that happens. But Karmic X, where are we putting him right now?
So remember, someone said it right here. Was it Big Country, that center? I forgot. He was pretty decent in the NBA. Oh God.
Tractor Trailer.
Yeah, I forgot who he played for.
White guy or black guy?
White guy.
Oh, Big Country
Tractor Trailer was Michigan, right? You talking about Robert Trailer?
That's Robert Trailer, but he's black. He's thinking of Bryant Reeves, Big Country, right?
Okay. Oh,
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
Or maybe a Greg Ostertag.
Yeah. I like that. I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah, I would say something country because he's out there in the fucking boonies, bro. Like, you know. He hasn't seen a pair of tits since his own sister flashed him. Probably, just get something going. But
now you guys are killing me. I have to look it up and make sure.
Someone said Chris Kaman.
Oklahoma State. He was on Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma State was Big Country.
Yeah, okay. Big Country was OK State. Bogut was Utah, but Bogut was
he's Australian.
An Aussie. Yeah. So Karmic's more like Trump University. Someone says, fuck. Yeah, Karmic could be a lot of teams because he's such a chameleon as a performer.
Right.
And he can play so many different styles of ball when he streams, so to speak.
He's doing everything. He's a switchblade army knife, honestly. He is.
He can shoot the three and he can do the cheers for the collegiate band. He knows everything. Like he's a player, a cheerleader.
I wanted to say Princeton, but he's so retarded. I couldn't.
No, he's not making Princeton.
Can't put him in the Ivy. Maybe like Wichita State or some redneck Nebraska or some shit. But
kind of like the Florida, like the Gators, because I don't know why the Gators always show up in the tournament. And you're like, I don't know what they're gonna do, but they're always good.
The gay team.
Remember, guys, this is a pro Karmic's, show.
I like Serenity's analogy here. Karmic gets Florida 2 national titles in a row and a quick fall from grace, but still okay. I like that.
And they just won it recently, didn't they? Like a year or two ago, Florida.
I don't even follow NCAA too close, but yeah, Florida's always been good. They had that team with Joaquin Noah that won it, Corey Brewer and all those guys. And they've had other good teams. I know they're good, but we haven't even dropped a UConn yet, so we got to keep that in our back pocket because that's another team. But Karmic stock is, I don't know.
I go a little up, just because he's Karmic X. I give it to him. I give him a little rise here and there. Nothing insane, just like, a percentage of a point, maybe.
Mir, I know you've been saying you like Karmic and shit now.
I love him. He's awesome.
No, he did some real like cuckery the other day.
It's
Was
okay.
that really karmic in my chat today, by the way? Or was
I don't
that
know.
you? Was that you, chat? Or was that somebody taking
No,
the pump
It
on
was
me?
final boss.
no. I don't know if Karmic. I don't know about your chat, but Karmic. Kevin Brennan called Karmic on the phone and told him like, "You need to strike Stuttering John right now."
Oh my god.
And Karmic's like, "Well, that's a good idea. I'll do it right now. Yes, sir. Yes, boss." And like, yeah. So it was.
He's such a stooge. Oh,
Yeah, it
so
was. It
bad.
was. Oh man, he got neutered right live on air on it. Like,
That's
so,
hot.
And if
but
you're
he's
gonna do it, don't do it when I'm on the air because I'm so autistic. I got 3 screens up. I'm watching. The minute that fucking dropped, I knew it. So I was like, "Hey, Stuttering John, you might not want to play this video more than 10 seconds because they're calling an airstrike on you right now, brother."
An
Yeah.
airstrike, yeah.
I didn't have the heart to show it to you, Mir, because I know you're really like vibing with what Karmic's been doing. And if you saw that, you would have been like real pissed. So
No, I watched nothing of Karmic. Him
yeah,
there, just
thank
cool
God.
now.
Yeah, so I just caught that because it was part of MLC, and yeah, it was really sad that he did that. But
We'll go
I mean,
Florida with him.
stock, you know how he is. Like, he does a lot of dumb shit all the time. He bounces right back. He doesn't give a fuck. Like, he'll just come out and do dumb shit nonstop, and he loves it. So,
Yeah.
salute to you, Karmic. Let's go to NJ Ranger.
NJ Ranger, that twink. He's a fag, first off.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to think of a faggot team that like everyone just knows these guys probably bang each other in the locker room.
They all wear bow ties to the game and stuff. And
I say he's Penn State basketball team, not because they're good or anything, but because they had a faggot for a football coach, and I'm sure it probably leaked over into the basketball team. And they probably engaged in sexual activity like that also, and I'm sure AIDS would spread all throughout that locker room. So I'm going Penn State. Not because they're good or the basketball team's good or anything, just because I'm sure the faggotry leaked into the locker room.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. Like, I think I don't even know how like
I'm sure the coaches were all like,
a shitty Duke team, maybe like a Duke in a down year, where they're just like complete douchebags.
I'm sure the coaches were like, oh shit, we can rape the players now. Bet. They just went.
Yeah, I mean he's I was trying to like look at his colors of blue and red and think of a team, but man, I like where you're going with yours. I was thinking like something like Monmouth, like something not great, but like Monmouth or someone who's like kind of in that never had a championship, but they're around type thing. I don't know, but I like where you went with it because I never really even thought of him as being all that gay. Like, I know he's kind of like a dork and stuff like that, but man, yeah, you're right. Like, he does kind of like Penn State.
Yeah, he's Penn State, bro.
All right, and like, yeah, he's kind of like unchanged, I would say. Like, he's not doing anything. He's not.
No, he's a nobody.
Yeah, and hopefully he'll be back next year, but we'll see.
Georgia Tech, I like that one. Serenity now says
kind of
Georgia
nerdy.
Tech.
Yeah.
Kind of nerdy, kind of
yeah,
like kind of full of themselves, and you're like, okay, you're Georgia Tech. Like, let's relax there, guys. You're okay, but you're not as great as you think you are.
Just hard to get into, so like, yeah. Or Notre Dame, they always complain they have stringent standards, and then they hold themselves higher. But
or Boston College, although Boston College never has a good basketball team, but like I got into Boston College and I was just like, yeah, I'm all set with that. Way too much money to act like a fucking prick.
Yeah, so beyond Ranger, we got Ashley, and
I want to do my take real quick on Ashley right off the bat. This is what I think Ashley is. And hear me out, gentlemen, okay? Let's pretend like it's 1947 again, okay?
Is that before or after women get the right to vote? Is that
before, thank Christ, when the world was a better place? But so the program is shit now, complete garbage now. But back in the day, you know what I'm saying, like way back in the day, they were fighters, they were killers, and they were on top of the world. I'm gonna go Holy Cross, and she's like Bob Cousy. you know what I'm saying, like she has class, she is a respected person, and she is just in the depths of hell itself. And I'm gonna give her an old 1940s kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go Holy Cross on her. Pretend it's the 1940s again, and this is Holy Cross advancing to the next round. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I'm impressed that you dropped a Bob Cousy Holy Cross reference. That's
I'm
pretty
going
fucking
that.
Yeah,
impressive.
that's
I'm going that.
that's brilliant. The Pepperdine, of course, from Serenity is brilliant because that's you know, Southern California elitist school as well that kind of gets in the dance every once in a while. But like you said, with the era, because back then they were great, and that's that East Coast elite level of class that Ashley has that so few can match. And yeah, beyond like it was just perfect how you said it. So Holy
Yeah,
Cross,
I can't touch that.
great.
That was
You like that one?
that was a good one.
That was in the bag, bro.
Beautiful, beautiful. So and stock way up, of course, because she came on.
Was that
Lumir, how are
set?
you comfortable as a man being a coward?
I sleep well. I sleep well at night. Just letting you know.
Yeah, Tommy's here. Should we get Tommy to come on?
Sure, send the link.
Yeah, send him the link.
All right.
I love to talk to Tommy. It's been a while, baby.
I feel like Tommy's is a little sensitive right now. I don't
No,
know.
no, he's in his feels. He's in his feels. He's tweaking. He's, you know, he's probably drugged up, drunk out of his mind, just being a delinquent that he is. Low
Nice.
70 IQ.
We'll get it over. But beyond him, who do you guys got for a university for mommy?
She's Latino, so we gotta go we gotta go Arizona,
New Mexico State or something.
Yeah, Mexico State or something. New Mexico State. We gotta go something. Yeah, we gotta go something Latino here, boys. But here's something someone said earlier in the chat, and it actually kind of broke my heart. Was that someone said mommy had a phone call with somebody earlier today, and she sounded very distraught and just sad in general. That she does all these things to get noticed, like the females do, but nobody's noticing, and or when they do reply to her, she said they use her shit and they're lying and they flip it and they pretend like she doesn't even exist and they came up with it themselves. So she's always being used and abused. So I just want mommy to know we love you, sweetheart. You're awesome, and we're gonna make sure we pick the best Latino, you know, vibe team that we can think of. Okay, for you.
Best bilingual university in
exactly.
America.
You have to know.
I unironically like FKA mommy. Like I like her as a person. I think she's funny. I think she's entertaining. She's a little crazy, but aren't we all? You know, we all go a little crazy sometimes. But she is a sweetheart, and I do not like to see her sad or upset. And I hopefully that she's okay.
I'd have her on every show we did. I feel bad asking all the time. I know she likes doing shows. Yeah. And then I also know kind of offline what she wants to do, like in streaming or with all this shit. So it's kind of weird because it's like, I wanted to touch on this. She brought it up the other night, like, well, there's all these women now. Part of the thing about this streaming from the viewer perspective side to the people who are streaming side, it's like for someone like us that does it, we do it like once or twice a week if we can fit time into it. So it's very hard to like plan for us. Like, while it looks,
I'm not even doing like my regular show anymore. Like I do like if I have a time on the weekend or a late night show with one of you guys or Stuttering John. It's like, yeah, we all have fucking lives. It's fucking tough.
We have families, children, lives, jobs.
It's very impulsive
on jobs.
Like, it's like when we decide to do it, we're like, okay, can we do it tonight? Or all right, yeah, I'm free to do it. Let's do it. So that's why it's hard to like sometimes coordinate guests and do all that type of shit for what we're trying to do. And it is a lot of work if you try to start a show and you want to get guests to interview, or you even just want to have a co-host to like run a show with and watch clips or do anything. It's just another person to plan with, and everyone's doing shit. So I do feel for her. And I do say like that, everyone always brings up like, where's the women's show? Where's the all women show? It's like, we've discussed it so many times. It's been tried, but you know
what happens. You know what happens with the all women show.
Or you just need that one leader to like pull everything together for 95% of this shit is just getting one person to say like, hey, that's what Carl does. He organizes it all and says this is what's going to happen when blah blah blah. So
it's like my
the
wife.
strategy.
When we go out shopping with my wife and we're like looking at like furniture or something, and we'll look at like a sofa or something, and she'll say, I really like this sofa, and she'll say to me, do you think that will fit in this place of the house? And I'll do it in my head. I'm like, I think so. Let me measure it or whatever. But like she'll say to me, she's like, women, we think about the concepts and the emotion and everything, but like we can't fucking measure and like spatial awareness and structure is not, we're not coded to do it. Women, there's so much of like the autistic like structure aspect of this thing, and like doing like that. Say what you will about Carl. Carl is fucking great at that. Carl is great at the fucking stupid little minutia of getting everybody together, structuring the show, making an outline. Like these the women just want to get on, they just want to gossip and be chicken heads. But there's so much more to that. And if you do that, you run out of fucking topics after 2 shows. And then you're like, okay, well, what do we do now? What do we talk about? And they always need, then they end up bringing a chow in to help them out, like host the show, because they need like somebody to like structure it and give them some direction.
Yeah. And it's like, you can see a guy, there's the Buckman or karmic style that kind of revolves around reading the free chat, now graduate to the paid chat, now to where Brennan is, where it's just reading super chats. And that's a core of the show. And that everyone watches that and says like, I can do that. I want to, or that looks good. I want to do it. And it's fun, just reading the chat and reacting to it. But yeah, I think it has some sort of shelf life, or you've got to be like you got to be built different. Like Karmic seems to have maintained it for a while, but what was that saying? Women want to do a show.
Women want to do a show so they could show their tits in the air.
Yeah.
Now that I put that out. I mean, we're joking a little bit, but a lot of them, they want to be seen. Like mommy showed up the other night, and one of you guys, I forget who was saying it, but that looked like she was like bald or whatever, because she pulled her hair back, which she usually doesn't do. But she like dolled herself up. Ashley dolled herself up. I'm like, you guys know you're just hanging out with Chow and Mir on a Thursday night at 11 p.m. and you guys like look like you're ready to go out and hit the town. So like chicks think about that stuff.
Oh, they have to, dude, or they're gonna get roasted out of their minds.
Yeah, and they know like we're gonna like probably be critical of that, because we take fashion very serious here,
and plus I heard men traditionally and just overall are more aesthetically pleasing than women, so that's why they put the makeup on.
I don't know about that, but we probably have to ask Sorcerer about that shit, or Zumok or something. But maybe should I send Zumok the link? Let's get his ass over here too.
Sure, you can.
I might have to dip. I don't know. Chad's not happy with me.
I doubt it. He won't come on. But okay. So, mommy, I saw people. What university? People are saying UTEP, which that's Texas El Paso.
I heard some San Diego State. I think I saw in the chat.
San Diego State.
I'll go Texas A&M.
A&M's good. I think I know you paying her is like kind of lower, but I almost think she might be like a little. She might like come from money, and she might actually be more like a Baylor.
Oh, I like Baylor. Okay.
Baylor's not bad actually, and she's very, very Christian, and Baylor is a very Christian university. So
I love that.
I think she's super Catholic. What's like Catholic? Is that?
Oh yeah, Catholic would be more like a Villanova.
Villanova's tough.
I think who else is super Catholic.
Notre Dame, of course.
Notre Dame, yeah.
That's kind of maybe too snooty for mommy. TCU is not bad.
Horny Frogs.
Yeah. We already got a Penn State menthol man. NJ Rangers, Penn State.
I don't know. Who cares?
She's gonna hate that. That exactly. Like, who gives a fuck? Let's just move on. She's gonna be so pissed that Mir said
I'm not
that.
trying to be a
Giving
dick.
up on
I'm just
her.
like, fuck it. Who gives a shit, bitch?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I
but,
can't say bitch either. I forgot. She wants to kill me if
Yeah.
I say bitch.
Davinsky, last one. Which maybe like a program that once had prominence, but or a little bit of prominence that lost its way.
Who is who?
Ray DeVito.
Oh my God, Ray DeVito. Where did he get his where did he get his degree from?
Shit. I don't know, somewhere in Ohio. No, Bowling
Green?
State, Bowling Green, one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of
whatever's
those
in Ohio.
Mac schools.
Yeah. But as a life form, let me think.
What's a school that is on like a lifetime suspension?
It's hard because like Ray's a basketball player too, so I'm trying to think of a team like that had a player that looked like him. UCLA is like too legendary, but
I was gonna say like Fresno State or somebody, like
right. Yeah,
some school with a little
UNLV.
bit of controversy at some point.
What's another bad? I'm sure the chat will have something good for Ray. Marshall. Yeah, Marshall's not bad. Creighton. Yeah, Creighton's in Nebraska. It's kind of small. Yeah. Seton Hall. I don't know. Fuck Ray too, but yeah, as far as the bracket goes, that's where we started, and now we're gonna be posting up here at the Final Four.
I'm gonna drink a little bit of Red Bull because I need to get my energy back because we need to start fucking talking about some people. I think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because we got to get into the core of it. Let me get this up. So there we are. Final Four. When are we gonna decide this? Are we gonna give a week or 10 days, 12 days to, or do you want to?
I think we come back
Next week.
I mean, I think we do the Final Four all like maybe all in one fell swoop. Maybe next week.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. So where do you say we go? Do we want to get into some of the latest Buckman stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. Get your Red
Buckman
Bull,
had
Dan.
Friday the 13th. That'll go down in history. If you guys didn't catch it on X, I had been kind of documenting what Buckman's been up to, but this shit was crazy, bro. So if you guys are living under a rock, Buckman has started an all-out striking war against Lifeforms. Like he's trying to get everything taken down because Dan basically said that he said that something about Stutter and John should uphold his copyright DMCA things against a bunch of people, Kevin, whoever. So Buckman's now trying to do it, but instead of Buckman actually wanting to do it, I mean, he's wanted to do it for about 6 or 7 months. Like he's been talking about striking and what is fair use and what is copyright because he's been pissed for all this time. And instead of learning what it is or how it works or anything, like I remember him talking about, he's like, I'll never strike someone. I'll never do this. Like one thing about Ray DeVito, he never struck anyone. Even all that time with Sheckler, and Chad, he never struck them. It's like Ray tried to strike every single video. He filed DMCA on every single video. And eventually they just realized like, okay, this guy, like, no, they know it's not. So it doesn't work. But Buckman is on this path where he's slyly trying to get to the point where he can strike. And yeah, we'll get to that too. We'll get to that. But
I don't know what that is, so I'm excited.
So this is setting it up. This is all Thursday night stuff. When we were doing our show, Mir, he was doing a show and he was at the end, he started trying to watch our show because his idea, what he was setting up to do, he is like, I'm gonna check something out, and he was watching us, and he was gonna try to strike us if we were watching.
Did he already take down this obese niece tweet? Because I'm not finding it. If anyone can send that to me on Twitter, please. Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. I reposted it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, it's dope. But
it's dope.
So he had this like Thursday night stream where he basically went live and he called it no prep, which I was like, what's this mean? No prep. Like, I've never seen him do that shit. And he wanted to do this stream out of the blue. Because I knew he wanted to do it because he's so pissed at Dan. He saw Dan go on with Stuttering John and say all this shit. So he wanted to like strike back and say, oh, well, Dan's okay with striking. I'm going to start striking Dan. That's basically what the whole idea of why I wanted to do this stream. And that's basically what he came out and said. And that set off like a craziness that happened on Friday, including this niece tweet. So I'll find that and put it up here. But Dan, what was your thoughts on what happened on Thursday night?
I mean, I don't even know where to start with fucking Buckman this week. Obviously, he's trying to get under my skin, and it's working. Congratulations, Buckman. You are under my skin now. So I started. This was my first week with John on the new Wednesday show. We're going to be doing that every Wednesday with Stuttering John. I saw somebody in the chat saying, Dan, can you confirm if this is a work or whatever? No, I go on people's shows sometimes. Like it doesn't mean I'm like, marrying Stuttering John. I'm going on his show once a week. Sometimes maybe more if he needs me to come on. Like I went on last night too because he needed somebody to go on. So I went on. But just read the chat. So I went on, and here's the thing, Ava. So you guys might know Ava Riza, a
beautiful lady,
beautiful trans gal in the dab, as we call it. So she's the close confidant of John. I'm not trying to take her role or whatever. I don't really have a problem with her. By the way, is Gypsy on now?
I have no idea. I hope.
All right. Yeah.
I'll watch it later.
Yeah, we'll catch it later. I don't want to lose my thunder here. So Avariza, she's kind of a close confidant of John. She went on, and so John has been having like people back to back this week. Ava, Bob Levy went on and kind of made a fool of himself. And every one of them, they're kind of cozy up to John, and they're saying, John, it would be really smart of you to take down the strike against Kevin Brennan. And, it's a sign of goodwill, and then people will like you and all this other stuff. And to which I say, no, the strike must stand. The strike was legit. The strike was just. There's no reason to take down the strike. Sometimes a strike is right. And I don't like, and then we'll say what that led to, because it's just funny because people just show their complete asses because I make people go fucking crazy. So whatever Dan says, I got to say the opposite. I got to fight Dan. I got to go at Dan. And then you end up looking like a fool when you do that because you're wrong and I'm right. And you know it. And then you don't know how to react. But anyway, John agreed. So John was like, okay, yeah, thanks, Dan. And Ava went on some shows and she was talking shit about me. I saw Mersh was talking shit about me today. Buck was talking shit about me. Buck got on with Panhandler, and I missed the show. And I typically do try to catch Buck just for my own amusement, and I missed it. And Chow's like, dude, you got to go back and watch. I said, what's the timestamp? He's like, just go back and watch the whole thing. And I watched it on 1.5 speed, and I was blown away because Buckman couldn't get my name out of his fucking mouth for like an hour. And he's just so butthurt over everything. And how dare Dan have this opinion? In my opinion, to me, my opinion wasn't all that like controversial. I didn't tell John to go out and strike every channel. Go out and strike everybody. No, I said, if people are content thieves, like Kevin Brennan, where they will do a stream snipe, easy for me to say, and they will just sit there and eat pretzels and play your show, and you don't. It's not transformative. That's against the rules. That's against YouTube terms of service. That is not fair use. That is content thievery. You have every right to strike and protect your intellectual property. So why should you take down that fucking strike just to ingratiate yourself with people, to make everybody like you? Nobody fucking likes you, and they're not gonna like you. It's like the same thing when Carl said, "Oh, we just wanted him to go up and do a good show at Rodney's, and we would have clapped for him." No, you wouldn't. You were catcalling him. You're they're so full of shit. They're so disingenuous. These fucking phonies. You get off. You get your kicks off on fucking with John. That's your whole life, and it's fucking pathetic. Every one of you Stuttering John fucking people that build your whole online career about making fun of John and, oh my God, he dribbled spit and he's got to stay in it. You're a fucking loser if that's what your whole shtick is. So John has every right to protect himself. But Buck, oh my God, Buck thought that was like the most controversial and evil thing for somebody to say. So Buck says, I'm gonna start striking Dan's channel. I'm gonna start striking the Mere Musk channel, because they show clips of me and they talk about me. And I'm not only am I gonna strike them, I'm gonna strike them 3 times. I'm gonna find 3 shows. But then it's so funny. Then he gets a little gun shy. He starts walking it back. He's like, well, you know what? I'm gonna poll the audience. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. Even Panhandler's like, fuck, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like,
no, he said he didn't want to do it, but he's gonna ask his audience. And then he also said it's not for him, it's more to do it for Final Boss, which is great because Final Boss gave him the idea to do this. But ultimately, not to get ahead of you in the story, but yeah, so this is, of course, a Final Boss and Buckman plan. They're like, dude, if we could like strike the channel for them using shit, that'd be, leverage. But they're Lifeforms, so we'll see what happens from it. But not to derail you, but I wanted
the Dabble Destroyer had a great idea for Buck. I'm the Dabble Destroyer, and I'm going to strike 3 channels. Oh,
yeah.
So we got 3 episodes of Shmuel Talk, where if you go and watch the show, every episode is going to have a poll, and the poll is going to say, should I copyright claim his videos from any videos that are on our channel, yes or no type thing. And he's going to do it 3 times and decide if he's going to strike us or not, basically.
Buckman's a faggot, dude. Honestly, this is what I love about it, though. Here's the thing, Dan. I'm going to be real with you here. Buckman has decided to put his eggs into one basket, and that's the Kumia, Carl, Mersch, Patrick Melton side of things. And then like there's obvious camps now, and then there's Stut Joe, and you are just I would say a not blissful, but you're just a very nice gentleman who doesn't have a problem with anybody. You have great takes, no matter who they are. You keep it real, you keep 100%. And when you decide to showcase your real by not helping, but like talking to John as a human being and being cordial with them, the delinquents, the twinks, the tweakers, the pedos, all those people just lash out at you. The low signet IQ slaves lash out at you, and it's like, oh, if it's mob mentality. If like, how dare you assume you can think even fathom to think that you like that person? If you don't like him, then like that's fine. But if you do like him, how dare you? You're a piece of shit. You're garbage. You're nothing. It's like, dude, what about individuality here? There's no individuality. It is either their way or the highway, and I find it disgusting. And honestly, I applaud you for holding your ground and not apologizing like that cuck Tommy Jordan does with every streamer he comes in contact with. So congrats to you, man, for being real, being a human being, and just standing by your values, truly.
And I'm not even going to bring up some of the things that were brought up to me behind the scenes. I'm not even going to give them any validity, but you could imagine you put yourself out there and people will attack. They'll try to find anything that's important to you and try to hold it against you. So I understand why some people try to stay anonymous, because These people are fucking animals. The people that are the anti-stuttering John people are fucking animals. And they will, do and say anything about your family, about your life.
Crazy shit.
They
The
will dox
hyenas.
you. They will harass people that are close to you. They'll do. I mean, they harass Stuttering John's mom. They harass people that are close to me. They're animals, and they have no respect for themselves. So they just show their own ass. And but yeah, Buck. And then, but to top it all off, if that wasn't all enough, I got invited to go on to Hughesy's show today on a Saturday. Now, I don't know about you. I'm a working man. I work Mondays through Friday like most working people do. So Saturday's my day off. Saturday's the day that I do things with my wife, and we go and I run errands, and I have things that I can do on a Saturday beyond just doing shows and stuff. So, but I said, okay, I'll do it. And it was supposed to be Mersh and Buckman were supposed to be on the show, and then Hughes and Little Lemmy or whatever. And it starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. I was out doing a million things, million errands. And I said to my wife, I'm like, I told them I'm going to do this show at 6. I got to go run out, but I'm going to, just do that. And then maybe I can do some stuff after. I can go grab us dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
So I get on the show at, right before 6. And it's me, Hughesy, and Little Lemmy. And I was like, okay, where's everybody else? Where's Buckman? Where's Mersh? And, Mersh, they're both coming. And I was like, okay, fine. So we start the show. 15 minutes in, still just me, Lemmy, and Hughesy. Then it's 30 minutes in. And I said, can I just interrupt real quick? Where's the
panel?
Are these other people? Where's the panel? Where are these people that said that they were going to be here? Like, and I said, I had things to do today. Like I came on, because under the guise that there was a panel and that I was needed on this. I didn't come here to fucking do your show for you. And I try to say that as nicely as possible.
Of course.
And Buckman, he says Buckman's out with his wife looking at hot tubs or something, which who knows if that's even, or maybe that's Buckman.
So she can get fucked by Nigerian in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So he can watch it. Yeah. A man fuck his wife in a hot tub.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, how funny is that? I was out with my wife and I came back because I told you I was going to do this show, and it interrupted my whole fucking day. But I had the respect because I promised that I would come and do this for you. But Buckman's time was I guess more important. His time with his wife is more important than mine. So I'm like, so what the fuck am I doing here? So I left. I left the show, and then Buck never showed up. Mersh came on a little bit later, was talking shit about me. Okay, fine. Little Lemmy was talking shit about me too, which was hilarious.
I'm sure that whore was.
Yeah, little Lemmy's not getting a Christmas card from the Dan Man anymore. So yeah, I won't be watching your fucking stupid show in the morning anymore, Little Lemmy.
Hey guys, I'm just chilling. We're smoking weed. We're just chilling out, being degenerates. That's what
Little Lemmy had a lot of things to say about me when I left that she wouldn't say to my fucking face. So Little Lemmy, sweetie, next time you get a chance when you're talking to me, say it to my face. Tell me what problems you have with me to my face. Not 5 minutes after I leave the show. You fucking. I'm not even. I'm not.
No, she's a cunt. She's a cunt.
I'm gonna control myself. I'm gonna control myself.
I'll say it for you. She's a fucking cunt. She's a degenerate scumbag piece of shit, dude, and she's a loser. I
got Florida white trash talking shit about me behind my back.
She's a divorcee, and that already tells you that she's complete scum. You couldn't hold your man down, bitch. Like, come on. And you left him. If you did, I highly doubt it, honestly, because you're disgusting to look at just by, seeing your face. You're a tomboy, lesbo, cucked out, degenerate, scumbag cunt.
Go sleep with another internet guy for clout, Lemmy. How's that sound? Go fly in and sleep with some other slob from the internet for clout. How's that for fucking personal comments, Lemmy?
Ashley says, Dan, I would tell it to your face. Ashley stands by. Dan, I'm not pleased.
I guess Ashley's got problems.
She says, Dan, I'm not pleased with you.
I wanted to.
Come on, Ashley. Come on, say whatever you want to my face, Ashley. I'm right here, baby.
What'd you do to her?
I have no fucking clue. I don't know what the fuck. Everybody hates me. I don't know.
I like you, buddy.
Well, I was gonna touch on some like real retarded shit that Mersh was saying about you. But now it kind of feels inconsequential compared to what you're talking about, Lemmy. But Yeah, they were like he was just like, well, I like Dan. He comes on the show and he has like, takes on what's going on. And Mersh is like, well, what? Yeah, like good for him. He's like the historian. He knows
Thank
what's
you.
going on in the Dabbleverse. Like, congratulations to him. Like, that's something really great to know. And then they're like trying to like big up you and say you're a loser for knowing that. And then Buckman goes, and then Mersh goes on a 10-minute rant about like all this shit from like 10, 15 years ago about like Ethan Ralph's life. He's like, well, yeah, first he like graduated this and then he started doing this. And he knows every detail of this guy's life. And he's just kind of telling Husey, who has no interest in any of it. He's just kind of sitting there waiting for money to come in, reading the chat while Mersh is going. It's like this is a Buckman thing too. The like fact that they can say something and then within 5 to 10 seconds just completely contradict it is lifeformery in its finest. And that pissed me off, but more just out of the foolishness and folly of it. And
I think it's deeper than that, man. I think it's because Icelander likes Dan. I think there's some true animosity there. And that's why he tries to play it cool, like he's like, oh, buddy, like Dan's a good guy, he's a good podcast, but at the end of the day, he doesn't like you, bro. It's like Final Boss, but you're not trying to get his girl.
Here.
I'm being for real.
Yeah, that's what we need. Fuck yeah.
Like it's like that, dude. Like Final Boss is trying to get Icelander, in her panties, but you aren't. You're just like, whatever. You're just a cool guy, and she loves a cool guy, obviously. And she doesn't have that with Mersh, and Mersh knows it, and that's why he's lashing out, bro. 110%. There is some male, you know what I'm saying, like some like some primate type shit going on here. It's not just because, you say some things and Mersh doesn't like it. No, it's personal. He feels threatened as a primate, and he needs to all over your shit. But he wants to be subtle with it because he's a fucking pussy. Because
when he overdoes it, he gets exposed so easily.
And his eyes go like this, and he's, he looks like a retard. Yeah. But I'm saying the same. I'm being real, Dan.
No, totally. But beyond that, like today, or that shit that happened Thursday, and the Stuttering John shit that triggered everyone with Buckman, created this crazy shit on Friday with Buckman, where he posted this tweet about his like obese niece.
How fat is this bitch? Let's see.
I don't know, but he ended up deleting it. But let me show you guys this shit, because someone was right in the chat. So Stuttering John's monster, Ava. I say that affectionately, Ava, calling you the monster, because that's a dope ass nickname. But someone posted this shit about her, basically, and Buckman. Oh shit, I don't have it up. So we got
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Now I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. Okay,
yeah, so Buckman like responded some shit and then took it down, and I reposted it, and then all these people were like, what the fuck is he talking about? And it was this weird nonsense like Buckman type shit. But luckily I got it because I screenshotted it. But let me put it up so I can read this shit. So this is the shit Buckman was saying. Yeah. Boom. Look at that.
My rather obese niece.
Yeah, he said, my rather obese niece used to talk about God mode. She always looked great when prepared, not so much other time. This is that. So
what? Is that fucking dude? Someone said he's going senile. Someone needs to check on their grandpa, dude, because it's getting bad. I mean, for real.
What does this even mean? I don't even like.
Is this? I think it's some occult like thing or something. Do you think it's like if we take the first letter of every word, do you think it'll spell something out? Because it's like one of those riddles or like a seed phrase or something, like where
it's some satanic Arabic shit from like from BC, from like 2000 BC, bro. It's like summoning a demon. Honestly, I think you don't want to say it.
I think they know, like
senile maxing.
They use certain words or certain, maybe they skip certain words to say something like this is like a secret ops communication, I think, for Buckman and the Buckman bunch. But yeah,
This
it
is like
makes no
like their
sense.
Pizzagate. Like God mode is like pizza for these guys.
Gematria. It's not gematria, but it is a cipher. So yes, you're right. It is a cipher, not gematria, but we don't know. We can't figure this out right now. We need to get a couple
it reminds me
on it.
It reminds me of Pinhead from Hellraiser, or the fuck you call that movie. Like Buckman's Pinhead, but in human form. You want to be careful. You don't want to open that shit, bro, because once you do, you get sucked into it, into the abyss, into the hell, and
we have such
burn in
sights
an
to show you,
eternal
little
flame.
Mir.
Huh?
Like
you play with that box, and then Buckman comes out of the wall with his fucking Cenobites.
well, I'm gonna take it down because
You ever see my wife?
yeah, if we look at that shit too long, you might go crazy. But
My eyes will turn to fucking flames, and I'll be fucking like combusting on live air. You don't want that demonic incarnation, bro.
yeah, so that was one little thing. But this other thing that happened was Buckman, or Stevie Lou posted this picture of him at a casino, and in the background,
famous Merlot leggings from AC with it. Stevie.
I think this is all intentional, bro. I think this is all demonic, honestly. I think it's all demonic.
Yeah, on Friday the 13th, Lifeform bracket quarterfinalist Stevie Lou is post this picture posing with his watch and phone, but
and
in
his
the back,
tight pants,
just tight pants. But in the background, you see none other than that's Buckman.
No way! I thought that was some delusional old like greeter at the door. It's like, welcome in.
No, that's Buckman, bro. So,
oh fuck yeah, man! This show just got like crazier by the second. What's up, you faggot?
what's up, J Mo?
What up, pussies?
Welcome, King.
Yeah, what up?
Nothing,
up,
bro. We're
Like a
just
heater, baby. That's what I
we're-
like
Take a
to see.
piss.
I put my glasses on just to match Dan's energy because I'm just trying to match Dan's energy today.
it's
'Cause we
fire,
ain't
bro.
putting up with the bullshit today. We ain't doing it. But,
No,
I mean,
bro.
you're not gonna let this cockeyed faggot talk to you like that, right, Dan? That's not what we're doing.
Which one,
right?
Mersh?
Yeah.
We'll get on Mersh. We'll get back to Mersh here in a sec. We're just decoding.
I gotta be
this
nice. His
fucking
girlfriend's in the chat,
matrix.
so I gotta be on my best behavior here.
Hey, listen, she's a good girl. She don't care.
Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna Mo follow along with this crazy conspiracy because Buckman, we're trying to figure this shit out. Lou posted this shit, and then I noticed in the background, Buckman is talking to a guy in the picture, and the guy in the picture is Tommy Jordan. And Tommy Jordan is wearing a specific type of Reebok hoodie in the picture. Both guys are looking down at their phone. Buckman's looking at his phone. Tommy's looking at his. And then shortly after, Buckman does a stream and he's wearing the other man, Tommy Jordan's hoodie, which I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, is this something like where they all like coordinated and like did some Heaven's Gate shit and they're all wearing the same shit for ops? Or is this like they live together? Or I know at one point Stevie Lewis and Tommy Jordan and Shmuel Buckman's wife all said they were related somehow. So like, what is going on here? We're starting to see like some weird shit happening, right, Dan? You remember that when they were talking about how they were all related?
The Reebok triangle. You know what that means, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
You know what
I
that
gotta
shit
say,
is.
Reebok is now sold in Walmart, so it's very reasonably priced. I mean,
Put those
But-
hands together. Put those. You know what that means. You know where that goes. That's fucking Freemason shit, man. This is dude. Take a dollar bill out of your pocket and fucking inspect that dollar bill and get back to me in a couple days.
The all-seeing eye, Daniel. The
You'll start to put it all
all-seeing
together.
eye.
Mir, you see this shit that Buckman is with Tommy Jordan, and then shortly that's Buckman, that's Tojo wearing a Reebok hoodie, and then shortly after, Buckman streaming with it.
Do you see the
it.
triangle? Do you see the triangle on that shit too,
Yeah,
bro?
that's what we were saying. So that's crazy, you know, because this was a stream where he was super pissed at Dan, where he wore that as like a signal of like to strike the Tommy Jordan hoodie. And then where it gets even crazier than that shit, bro, I posted this. It gets even stranger. Buckman posts 2 live streams at the same time titled No Prep.
Yeah.
Now, do you know what prep is?
Okay, this is all right. Now, wait.
Yeah, I do. I know what it is. May I? Can I answer? I love this. This is great.
Wait. Pause. Just put a pause on it, just real quick.
Right there.
Just put a pin on it.
Okay.
This is where it goes. I know people in the chat before were like, okay, you guys are pushing this symbolism stuff a little too far, and all this, and yeah, it was a little bit of a joke, some of it.
I'm not joking.
So when you get to the next level of when you get to this level, this isn't joke. There's all these little weird hidden symbols that Buckman is throwing out, and it's fucking creepy, dude. I don't know what this fucking shit is. I can't make heads or tails of it.
He sold his soul. He's a demonic individual, this old man. Like, I'm not surprised if he, like, YouTube terms of service, bro. I almost said something crazy.
This is what happens when you don't have God in your life. Then he's
taking the blood of younger people.
That is true, Dan.
I'm not gonna say, but you know how it goes.
We all know Final Boss is this blood boy, so that's why Buckman has started to look a lot younger, lost a lot of weight. If you look at the pictures, look at how much weight he lost from. Let me pull that back. From here to here, and look how much younger. This is after this.
The neck thing is going away too. The turkey neck.
He's got reverse turkey neck working.
Black is very slimming, though. We have to put that into the perspective. I mean, he's all blacked out. He's murdered out, as the kids would say, right?
Yeah.
Knows. But no, this is the weird thing. So he posts 2 streams live, but both streams were set to go live at the same time. So he accidentally created 2, right?
What a dumbass.
You know how you can do that.
He created 2 for like the same time, but he only went live on one of them.
Right. But for some reason, the other one, both are called No Prep. One, he's wearing the Tommy Jordan hoodie. The other one is just an abandoned stream that he's left up there for a day after. And it's called Cubs and Campfires.
Cubs. Hey, keywords. Remember the like pizza shit? Cubs. What do you think Cubs mean?
So I'm like, what the hell is this?
Dude, you don't even when you Google Cubs and Campfires, which Chow and I both did to do a little research, you don't even need to like read between the lines.
Let me do it right now.
No, I actually got it right up there, Mir.
Oh, you do?
It's a book.
He's killing it, man. He's got it.
It's so fucking weird. I can't even begin to describe how weird this is.
What is this now? What is this?
This is the book that Buckman is promoting as his thumbnail on his stream.
Oh.
So this is some book that Buckman somehow has downloaded on his computer to put up as like, I don't know how or why.
No context.
But it's called Cubs and Campfires by Dylan Drakes. Is a cozy, low angst, high heat M romance novel about a struggling journalist, Luca Torres, who takes a vow of celibacy for an article and accepts a remote fire lookout job in Washington State, only to have his resolve tested by the arrival of a flirtatious musician,
erotic fiction.
And I think that's like a Ray DeVito type.
That's an AI picture too. These queers couldn't even put the time in to put a fucking pen to a paper. They had to use AI.
Why do you think all these delinquent incel podcasters, low sending IQ slaves, are drawn to Buckman, dude? They all use AI for their intros, for their pictures, all that shit, dude. This is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This is
and it's a very particular part. Like this is it gets even weirder. This is a very particular type of gay culture. They're bears. They're like the big burly guy. Male fantasy. So like when you think of like Provincetown has Bear Week, when the guys like, if you ever seen
like a Melton
talk about it, where
every guy in this book looks like Melton.
Yeah, they're all Melton. Yeah, he wants some. He wants some. Hey, I think he maybe just wants to feel held.
Yeah, but you're saying like this is a subculture that like they do stuff, right, Dan? You're an expert on it.
Within the gay community of bears, bears and cubs. They call them bears and cubs.
I've heard that. I've heard about that.
The big burly guys, and
Hair,
they
I assume.
with hairy chests, and they got nipples pierced and stuff. It's a very specific part of gay subculture. And Buckman, for whatever reason, no explanation, is posting the cover for that book on his no prep YouTube thing. Is it still up there, Chow? If like people go to it right now?
Let's hope not. Maybe he caught that. Do you think Cookie was playing games? Do you think she's playing games with him?
I mean, he's obviously must be fucking with us to do this because he knows we're gonna find this stuff.
Yeah, I just can't believe he didn't show up today. That was a little bit.
No, he took it down.
He took it down. Okay. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I couldn't believe he didn't show up today. That entire show made me furious. The entire show made me furious, to be honest with you. But I digress.
Yeah. Me and Dan take it. Mo, you wrap for a sec. I got to jump off for a minute.
Now he was apparently shopping for a hot tub, huh?
Yeah. That's
the fucking hot. Stop. Who buys a hot tub? It's 2026, baby. You don't buy a hot tub. It's some 1980.
Well, my theory is he never had any intention of going on the show, and it's so he just uses some lame ass excuse.
I think he knows he said something stupid, and he can't really. He doesn't have the ability to make it intelligible when confronted about it by you, right? Because he said he was going to strike your channel, and I mean, it was like you can't really clean that shit up now. You know what I mean? Like he didn't do it, so that's good, but. When you say shit like it's like I told Abba, if you do it now that you're the person who does that now, you can't get out of that. Once it's known that you did it, that's what you do now. Sorry.
That's why I have a problem with all these people.
Hey,
like
hold on 1 second. Stop a second.
What?
Hey, King, you look good. What's going on with you?
Baby, you came on the show, so I had a dress to impress. You know what I'm saying?
You got some strawberries on your shirt. Is that strawberries?
Yeah, this is my strawberry shirt. You know how Kings roll, bro. And I got the hearts too because I love everybody that I see.
Sorry, I just
wait a minute. That sounded really bad. Hang on.
Gotta give out the flowers when you can.
We gotta chop that out of the show. Wait a minute.
We'll edit that out. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
we'll edit that out in post.
No. But let me get back into it though. All these faggots though that
hell yeah,
like come around and like do certain things, dude. People like will always try to like refix what they say, like, oh, I didn't mean this, I didn't mean that, I'm sorry I said this, I'm sorry they said that. I hate people like that. I really do. I can't stand it. Stand by what you say and just move forward. And Dan is one of those people. Dan is truly a fucking king, bro.
Never apologize.
Never apologize.
Never apologize.
And
it's not fucking worth it. These losers don't appreciate it. It's a waste on these fucking.
Speaking of apologies, can you read this chat, Mir?
What does that say? I don't know.
I'll read it for you. Richard Fitzwell for $4.99. Mir, the Jews need to apologize for their ancestors killing Jesus.
True. Amen.
Shout out to the real Jews, though.
I mean, Jesus was a Jew, so it is what it is. You know, I don't want to do any. I don't want to do any Christian.
No, we love the Jewish
real Jews.
people,
Yeah, the real Jews, not the ones that
are
are
great people. They keep the lights on.
Not those Eastern European fucks that are tearing shit up. But whatever.
Wait, whatever. No, but I just want to say, like, Dan is a great man. Dan the man.
Thanks, brother.
Lieutenant Dan here, dude. You're like the dude from freaking what's that movie about box of chocolates? Tom Hanks. What's that shit called? Forrest Gump. You're Lieutenant Dan. You're Lieutenant Dan, bro. Like, no matter what happens, well, no matter what happens, in the day, you're still a real one. You're still a G.
Thanks, brother.
You and I had our little cat fight here and there, but in the day, and you and J-Mo too. But in the day, you're still a real G. You keep it real. You keep it 100, no matter.
You didn't even have a real thing, though.
I know. But like,
but Dan and I are a different type of people, right? Because like it doesn't really get it's not personal. Like,
well, it never got personal with him and I either.
But here's the deal.
For me, it did. My bad. We don't talk about that though.
But here's the deal. Like, it doesn't even. All that doesn't even matter. I could have said anything I wanted to, but at the end of the day, like once we go, yeah, fuck it, it's over. It doesn't really matter. Like,
you want to know why?
I remember that time you said. I remember the time you said that, because that's what ladies do.
You want to know why? Because we're men. Buckman isn't a man, and Dan can speak to this. He knows. Dan has covered Buckman. He knows Buckman. better than any of us do. Dan, would you say Buckman's a true man?
No, he has very bitch-like qualities to him. It's his behavior is not. I don't respect him as a man. I haven't respected him as a man for a very, very long time, and everything he does just reinforces my original opinion. My instincts on people are usually pretty good. My instincts on Buckman. At first, I was okay with him, but then he did a couple of just wacky things that I just was like, okay, you're not really a man. And he just continues to do it. And I don't care. So this is the thing too. I think people get hung up in this. Oh, it's internet. This isn't real, and it's works, and we're fucking with each other. It's
No, that doesn't work.
There's common things that men do, common decency. You've got two things in this world: your word and your balls. And you don't. And as what Tony Montana said, you don't break them for anybody. But Buckman, his words are shit. His word means fucking nothing. And a man whose words mean nothing is not a man to me. And I'll never respect you as a man. I don't even when I look at Shmuel Buckman, I don't even see an adult man. I see something less than that. And he continues to do stuff. I don't know if he thinks, because he says, I don't break the rules. No, it's because you're an atheist. It's because you've shunned God and you've shunned respect for yourself as a man.
That's a tough look.
And that's the cross that you have to bear, Buckman. And I'm not the only one that thinks this. And I think more and more people are starting to pick up on this. You're not a man.
He's evil, bro. There's nothing there. It's just like he's gonna, once he dies, he's gonna go to judgment, and instead of purgatory, he's gonna burn in hell instantly. He's gonna join the false prophets because he tries to manipulate people to believing in what he thinks, because he's a cult leader and that's what he does. He's gonna burn with the false prophets. And if anyone's ever read Dante's Inferno, that's just a smidget of what you'll suffer in the fiery hells of Satan
infrared
himself.
Camera. That's what we need, is an infrared camera. We can solve this like that, because my thought is he's either human or a lizard person. If he's a lizard person, he's not going to show up hot on the heat sensing camera. You understand?
Yeah.
Following me?
Yeah, King.
I like that.
I did 5 years ago, would I have thought that this was a possibility? No. Okay. But here I am today going, I think there's fucking lizard people,
no,
dude. I don't know.
His eyes don't do this. They do this. All right.
And hey, listen, I ain't talking shit on lizard people. I just found out about them. I don't know if they're good or bad.
Panhandler was giving him shit about his beard and mustache that he was copying from Dan and me or whatever he was doing. But Buckman was saying, "Oh, like my mustache is actually really thick. You just can't see it because my skin is gray." He didn't say like my skin is fair. He said my skin is gray.
That's not a color of skin, by the way. Not a color of skin. On the scale, like when you pick what color are you? Gray is never an option.
Well, and gray is often associated with like extraterrestrial lore and all that type of shit.
Tall grays, short grays. Buddy, I'm all in. I've been doing my homework.
So
I used to think all this conspiracy shit was stupid. Now I'm like, I think it's real. I don't know.
I kind of see where he sets up his psyops, and I'm trying to think if he's playing dumb to psyop people on how many levels he's doing it, basically. Because I've got him on some certain way of like understanding conceptually what he's doing, but he could be psyoping me on an even higher level, and I might be the mark all along.
I think you are. I really think you are, bro. I think all of you are marks. Because here's the thing. Yo, Buckman hates all three of you, and I don't think he hates me. I think I'm just collateral damage. Honestly.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like me. But that's okay. It's fine.
He hated
really
you.
Don't.
He hated you because you tried to get money right when you first started the show, which I, would never have you. I mean, you got to make a buck, bro. And he's a fake Jew, so he's gonna try and continue this stolen Jew valor shit. So he hates you on that. So you fuck with the money, you fuck with Buckman. He needs that money for his show, not for you. Remember that.
Yeah.
And then you got Chow, who's exposing everything, any small passive aggressive inclination that he puts out there, Chow is on it because he's a fucking doctor and he's brilliant. Okay, I'd let Chow operate on me any day. Wink, wink.
Just
Any
keeping
day.
the
But
people
anyway,
safe. Yeah.
wink, wink. But
Mm.
you know, I'm sure he worked on Ava a little bit. But
Oh,
anyway, yeah. But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, Dr. Chow's brilliant. He's picking up on the triangles, you know, the dollar signs, all that shit. He's all over that shit. The gay, you know, whatever have you. And then there's so you're fucking with the money, JMO. Chow is fucking with the control, the signs, everything to, you know, he's waking up people, all the retarded lemmings. He's waking them all up to what Buckman is. And then there's Dan. And Dan is attacking him for his unfaithfulness towards God, and also at the same time laying in bed with the enemy and usurping Buckman's, I would say, rise to prominence within the ranks of the Dabbleverse. And that's why Buckman hates you. You're destroying his prestige and his seat on the pedestal of the Dabbleverse. So Dan, you're doing that.
Dabbleverse
Chow,
Guild.
Chow, you're destroying him on a more, I would say, a psychological warfare level, and then JMO's fucking with the money, and that's why he can't stand any of you guys, because you guys are hitting him on all fronts, and that's why he's raising up this army of delinquent, low IQ 70 slaves to battle against you guys, and you guys are just destroying them one after another. All these proxies are getting destroyed one after another, and he can't take it, and now he's fucking freaking out, he's tweaking out, and he's just lashing out right now. And I'm just the cherry on top. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, hey, oh yeah, I got you.
You're a secret weapon though, because like when the Buckman bunch rolls through and it's all, you know, the big
I destroyed the
hormones.
proxy so you guys can get the monster. I got the proxies. Yeah. And that's what's going on. And I you know, like Dan said, you know, we like the buzzballs. I'm being fucking for real. This guy is threatened by all three of you motherfuckers. He is. He hates you guys. That's why he didn't show up to that show, Dan, because you're there, and he can't. And that's the thing. If he faces you head on, he loses all credibility. He's gonna be exposed. He's gonna fall the fuck apart. When was the last time any of the three of you did a show with him on the panel where you and him actually had it out? When was the last time that ever happened? Last time you were on our show, maybe.
Last time me and Buckman had it out was the time right before I went on his show that Saturday. That was not a great go of it. Him and I got into it because I can't remember. I think he was sucking Mershop or something, and I was just like, "Shut the fuck up!" I had to just leave because it was just getting on my nerves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he cannot truly have an adult, educated, logical conversation with you three, because if he does, he will be exposed for the delinquent fool that he is, and the cult leader that he is also. So I'm just being real.
He's concerningly team oriented.
You
guys, in a way that I can't understand. Like I'm like, I don't get it. Like whatever, but it's odd.
You three are fucking crusaders. I'm not capping. You guys are some temple crusaders, bro. You guys are tough as fuck. It's truly an honor to be on screen with you three gentlemen right now.
Well, same to you, bro.
I feels it, and that's a heart for you. That's a heart for you.
Cheers to us.
A heart for you, Mr. Murr.
For winning.
Cheers to us. Again. Gatekeepers, my gatekeepers.
To the gatekeepers.
I tell you what, man, I was cackling last night. Murr.
Oh, dude, I had to put. Dude, you always have to put bitches in their place, bro, when they speak out of line. You always have to do it.
Well, and that's what you do that Buckman will never be able to do. Is command respect, and Buckman needs the network. He needs the Buckman bunches. He needs his under 70 IQs to add power, because Buckman does have some power on his own, a little bit. Like demonic
power.
Yeah, but he, you know, of course he's gonna keep control over his Buckman bunch. He's easy to manipulate. Final Blob, Big Hormone, NJ Pander, Tommy Orphan, all those guys. Like
Final Boss, yeah. And
so,
that's a sad soul to see someone get sucked into it. Like Dan, it's so crazy to me. You tried so hard to reel that man in, because he's such a lost soul. You tried so hard, and him just to what it reminds me of. Have you guys ever seen the movie 300?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, yeah, of course. It's great.
He reminds me of the deformed creature with the hunchback that comes to Dan, with his Spartan shield and spear, saying, "Oh, I can fight." And you're like, "No, you can't." But here's what you can do: you can help the wounded, give us food, give us water. Treat the take the dead off the battlefield. Do play your part for what you are. And he says, "How dare you? You know not what I can do." And then he goes to Buckman, and Buckman offers these lavish gifts of prestigiousness, women, because he's never been with a woman since his mother, all these other things. And that's what he is. He has no moral code. And Dan tried to tell him what he truly was as an individual, but at the end of the day, he succumbed to temptation like Judas, like that man. Against the
He had some
300.
comments about my wife today too. I noticed on the
What?
Dab Destroyer account. Oh yeah.
What'd he
Oh
say?
no.
What'd he say?
Who did? Buckman?
No,
No,
final
Final
boss.
Boss.
Final boss.
Again.
Can I just tell you?
I'm
I think that
too
that relationship between the two of them. I think the final boss has just been looking for a father figure. To be honest with, I mean,
Well, he ain't finding it here. That ship has fucking sailed.
well,
Yeah.
I think that's why he's turned to Buckman. I mean, look, Buckman.
He'll
You
take
know
in
what I mean?
anyone.
Buckman's always wanted a younger person he could, cultivate. And
Buckman puts off the old elder statesman vibes. You know what I mean? To right off the bat to everybody. So it wouldn't be difficult, especially if you were to find like a young molested boy on the streets. To bring him into the home. Now, I'm not saying that that's what happened, or you know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying like those are vulnerable people.
they're vulnerable.
Well-
Dan, what's your? I got a question for Dan, because Dan is like a Buckman.
He's
a
in
brilliant man.
battle right now.
What is your take on Buckman, like taking advantage of these delinquents and these vulnerable people? Honestly, and like, what is something you can say to the masses that could like dissuade them from following Buckman into the depths of hell?
I just think Buckman needs to be exposed more. Just more sunlight. I think the more people see and learn about him, the worse he looks, because Buckman can't hide. I mean, Buckman can spin whatever he wants. And maybe in this community, because this community is so fucked up with the just the nature of the incestuousness of all of it, of the circle jerking, the
Cuckery.
just these events that they all get together, and it's just very weird. And I've said this before, like, I like all you guys on here, but if I never met you in public, I'm not gonna like. It's not gonna be like something in my life that
You're not gonna
shit.
run up and like have me sign your titties, right?
Yeah, like, oh my god, I never met FKA Mommy in person. Like, it's not gonna be the end of the world.
No, I understand what you mean. There's not a single person in the Dabbleverse, if they looked me in the eye and said, "I don't ever want to fucking talk to you again," I wouldn't lose a blink of sleep. Not one. I give a fuck. And I really do mean that
little Lemmy
all the
thinks
way
I'm a
to the
piece-
top. I don't care. It's not important. to me.
I'd care. You guys are like my best friends. Like,
Oh, yeah, dog. I would cry into my pillow.
if you guys left me, I don't know what I'd do.
But it is silly because they try and build
like,
these relationships, and everybody thinks that
Gay.
you got people like Daychwad, her fat ass. I've said, Daychwad, I saw you recently. You ain't looking so hot these days, sweetie. Maybe stay off camera. I don't know why you decided to come back on camera, but
damn, that's a mother.
Sweetie, you might want to hit the Botox a little bit.
There's no excuse for the the afterbirth flab that she has.
No,
she needs to work on her fitness a little.
No, man.
You might want to get back to
baby girl.
Might want to get back to curves this week, Daychwad. Work on those buns of steel, sweetie.
I like.
Can we just like all acknowledge as men real quick that I'm tired of hearing women complain about, oh, I just had a baby, so like this and that. I'm like, bitch, you should get back in the gym instantly. Like, if you want to keep this man, you better get those scars cleared up real quick.
No, that's all I want anymore. I don't want fit bodies. I don't want tight abs.
You want hefty, hefty estrogen, like
not hefty, but I want something worn. You know what I mean? Like, that's not. I don't. it's weird to me in my age to be trying to like a Scarlett Hampton. Could you imagine? It's not good.
Well, no. I would never fuck Scarlett or even.
But I mean,
give an
even somebody
inclination.
shaped like her, it's just like, no, thank you.
She's truly a disgusting whore. I cannot fuck women like that. They're disgusting. Ava, real quick, when you were a man,
that's right.
What was it like being with a woman? Be real.
What?
It's probably dope.
Yeah.
Was it? Good point. Was it different?
It's better now to be with women for me.
You know what, Mir? Do me a favor. When you've got a question for Abba, just run it by me, and I'll give it to her because
what are you? Why?
Trans rights? No trans rights, dude. I've asked her all the questions that you could think of, like that are inappropriate. I think anyway.
Everyone has.
I'm not asking anything inappropriate, dude.
No. Nobody's accusing you. Hey, honey,
here's hang on, King. Here's the thing. When I do this show, I'm not trying to be shock jock or crazy. You know, sometimes I like to have a little fun, but at the end of the day, I'm asking a real question.
In a little liquor too.
Yeah, I'm curious. I just want to know.
That was a great question because now I'm curious about that as well, because was it different when you were just being a boy? And also, have you thought about not to cut you off right away, but we kind of bounced around the idea of maybe you scaling back the trans thing and maybe going back to being a boy.
I like how just like the more you mention it, the more it seems like you're implying that there's progress that was made in that endeavor.
There is progress. There's progress. No, hang on.
I planted a seed.
Stop this dumb shit. I got a real question though. A real question for Ava and Dan. Okay, so Stuttering John, right? We have Shmuel Buckman tweaking out. We have Merce tweaking out. We have all these faggots tweaking out, right, about this shit. And then Dan's like, and Dan, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I'm a little, whoa. But all I'm saying is, Dan said that you're not here to take Ava's spot as Stuttering John's number one lieutenant, wherever have you, or a captain. You're just here to have a good time, a good show. You're just here to be you. And people are saying, "Oh, Ava's not going to appreciate that." Can you guys like explain to me, Dan first, what that like vibe is, and then Ava, you can respond.
I mean, I don't know about the just there to have fun thing. What you were saying, I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, no, I just
it means like you're just being you. You're here to be you.
Yeah, I am who I am unapologetically. So I'm gonna say and do what I want, and I don't fucking answer to anyone, and I never have, and I never will. And my opinions are my opinions only. And I just said the only thing I disagreed with Ava on is I don't think that John should take down the strike on Kevin. I thought it was just. But I'm happy to hear a debate that says that I'm wrong on that. I don't think going out and just willy-nilly striking people is a good practice by any stretch of the imagination. But I also think that there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that are content thieves. And, they get a little bit of taste of their own medicine. I don't think that that's the worst thing in the world. That's all I was saying. But in terms of the relationship with John, like, I'm not dating John. I just go on his show for 2 hours a week. It's as simple as that.
Spy report. Dan is not dating John. You heard it here first.
I mean, we might go to a Red Sox game if he comes up to Boston and grab some beers or something, but that's about as.
Ava, what's your take on that?
Everyone has this conspiracy that like I'm like possessive of John. I tried to get John to have Dan on his show like a month and a half ago. I tried to get him to have Husey on. I want him to have all those people on. It's less pressure on me, and yeah, I am like just bewildered by like how fucked up what Dan is doing right now is by trying to get him to start striking people again and changing his mind about the concept of striking. I think it's absolutely reckless on your end. I get your point, but you can't have John sitting there on his fucking show like talking about using strikes in a retaliatory fashion. I know everyone tries to polish it by talking about, oh, I'm just protecting my copyright, but you can't say that and then also like point out what he's doing, and you're fucking him over by doing it. And I think it's really fucked up.
So if Kevin Brennan goes live at the same time that John does, stream snipes him, doesn't say a word, and just has John's show streaming on his channel, and is telling people don't support John, watch it through my channel, and is doing that consistently every day and making a habit of it, and really just being minimally, if anything, transformative. You don't think that that's a problem? You don't, I'm not saying for John to go out and strike, but to me,
Yes, you are.
how am I saying that?
Good.
I'm saying I understand it. I'm not saying to do it. I say I understand it. If that's the opinion he wants to take.
You came in there in that first show loaded by telling him that Carl has 2 strikes and that KB has 2 strikes. Don't act like you're just making it about that one thing KB's doing. You're trying to convince him that strikes are okay, and it's a really fucked up thing to do. And I care about him, and I actually don't want him to get his YouTube channel taken down, plus all of the other legal situations he has. And for you to just come there after I fucking like went at him about it, and the next day it's just like you're starting to butter him up.
So, where were you the last fucking month? Where were you the last fucking month when he was doing all these strikes? I wasn't around.
I said it directly on his show. I said I was defending his strikes, and then I got to a point where I was like, I don't think I feel this way, and I confronted him about it. Okay, and honestly, when he was doing it at first, he wasn't just going on the show and saying and pointing out how his like grievances with people to defend those strikes. Once he started doing that last week, especially, where he just laid out grievances and said, I'm going to strike this person. I'm going to strike this person. I'm going to strike this person. That I was like, I need to talk to him and tell him to stop because he's going to get in trouble because you can't strike people for that. And you're not helping.
When did I say for him to go out and strike people? I said leave the strike with Kevin. I disagreed. I fundamentally disagree with your supposition that he should take down the strike. Now, if Kevin wants to negotiate a reason that he should take down the strike and give something back to John in retaliation as negotiation for that, that's how business works. You don't just get in a negotiation. Are you familiar with how negotiations work, Ava? You don't just give something away and get nothing in return. You're a bad negotiator.
Are you familiar with YouTube's terms of service? That's not how DMCA works. You don't negotiate it.
That's how the world works. Everything's a negotiation.
Do you understand that there's a legion of people that are trying to get John's channel taken down and that he's involved in litigation that is potentially going to end up about those strikes, and how he can't fuck that up, and how I understand. And listen, Dan, I understand, like, you're being a chaos agent, and I appreciate the art.
Oh, no, don't do that.
But no, I'm not back. No, but on this one, like, this is my friend, and you're like really fucking with shit, and you're also fucking with the channels that he's gonna fuck up if you convince him to start doing that.
I've never struck a channel, Ava. Have you ever struck a channel?
Hey, before you answer that, Ava, hang on, Ava, hang on. Before you answer that, we got a super chat real quick. Ava, you were the one who first got John to strike TSN. You did it because they showed a pre-transition. Now you're the morality police.
Listen, you fucking stupid cunt. I didn't get him to strike TSN. I struck TSN for that, and I've explained that. I've also laid out why strikes are important in certain situations, but you can't abuse the strike.
So you agree with me? You agree with my supposition that in some circumstances a strike is warranted?
It's not warranted for what KB was doing.
But in some circumstances, it is warranted.
Yes, but not for what we do in the Dabbleverse. You can't defend strikes on it.
So you can pick and choose shit?
What gets
struck and what doesn't?
Well, the nature of DMCA is that
I don't know. I'm just saying.
The nature of DMCA it is arbitrary. Like, fair use comes in if somebody fights a DMCA strike, and a court looks at situations like, was this harassment or blah blah blah. But we're not even at that. If he can't strike, he's striking people, and then now with the help of Dan being like, yeah, KB was fucking talking shit about my kids and all that, that's going to get his YouTube channel taken down. And I know, I understand your argument. I defended it when he did it, but then he went but he said he would stop. Then he went on a show and started threatening to strike everyone. And I was like, I need to fucking stop him from doing that because he's going to get his channel taken down. And you're going to get his channel taken down when you start baiting him with that bullshit.
I'm nobody. First off, number one, I'm not giving John any advice. All I said was I agree. Well, if I understand correctly, correct me if I'm wrong on this. After you had your discussion with him, he said to you, he's like, no, I'm not. He said he pushed you away. He said, I'm not taking it down. I hear what you said, Ava, but I'm not taking it down. I don't want to take it down. Is
But he
that
said
accurate?
but he said he won't strike anyone anymore. And then after an hour with you, he said he's going to start striking them again.
I got him from I had him confirm live on the air, which I did share on Twitter today, that he confirmed that he will not strike any clipper under any circumstance.
Clipper.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess what? Every one of those clippers was like, I don't want. At least 3 of them reached out to me, said, I can't clip John because I'm afraid he's going to strike my channel. Every one of those clippers now knows, because of yours truly, that they can clip John freely and not have to worry about it, because John's not going to do that.
His word is so far not. Can we just be honest with each other? Like, not. We'll have to see how that pans out.
Well,
I'm going to be the devil's advocate.
Honestly, if the dust would settle, we could just let it play out without Dan coming in 2 days later and just getting him revved back up on striking people. Then maybe
you don't know what's going on whatsoever, or like the risk of him losing his channel. I heard some of that stuff about that, and frankly, it's a personal thing between the content creator and then the person who Brennan, Stuttering John, who was restreaming it. But also, you can't just DMCA strike something if YouTube doesn't deem the content in the content matching software to strike. So
exactly. And he was striking people and stating his copyright, but then he started switching gears and started arguing like personal grievances with it. And then somebody can contact.
But those are 2 different things. That's a report on the bottom. They're 2 different links altogether. So they're 2 different systems. One's like a terms of service thing. And
it gets taken down when someone does it properly. He did it properly. But then if he's going around saying he's doing it because somebody's talking about his kids or something, then all these people can write YouTube and say, this guy's doing retaliatory strikes, which is one of the 5 things it says about strikes. So yes, it is. He did legitimate strikes, but he delegitimizes them by claiming that he's doing it because he's upset because people were attacking his kids or making fun of him or like saying something about his mom. And
yeah, but now you're just conflating 2 different things. And
no, I'm not.
You're making the jump that because of something, you're making an even further jump saying Dan has anything to do with it. But you're saying the copyright strike has led to this retribution of terms of service strike attempts on channels for bullying, harassment, and stuff, because they're 2 completely different things.
People were just trying to strike him this whole time since he struck anyone. That's
people.
But he's involved. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So people, the fans, essentially are trying to do the report button on the thing, right? Mm-hmm. Which is fine. Yeah, they can't do copyright strikes because they don't have any content that they can present as being copywritten by John's stream, right?
Exactly.
So
okay.
Fans doing that is one thing, but when you have like John doing it to Kevin or Shuli doing it to, or Ray striking Chad, which happened 2 years ago. This has all been going on forever. Kevin used to strike Ray all the time, Chad all the time. So people do the copyright strike thing, but that's only like 1-to-1.
They do, and people have been reporting, and it doesn't work on him because he's not doing clips, and he's not breaking YouTube terms of service. But he has people that he has struck that are very interested in trying to get his channel taken down and sue him about this. And those people can pull clips of conversations that he's had with Dan and use that against him. And I'm trying to stop that from happening. So, does that make sense?
That makes sense. So, because, when they're going to say, if he's trying to make the case in that other lawsuit, like, well, this is that, and then they're going to pull clips from his stream, but that's going to happen. So maybe specific things he's saying. Yes. But on principle, what Stuttering John is kind of saying, at least I really don't watch a lot. I saw with Dan on, and I kind of see what like his point is to some degree. It's like it's a leverage thing. If someone's going to just keep playing his thing, because that's why Kevin struck Chad. Chad was sniping him, and then Mir started giving money to Chad instead of Kevin.
Hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah, so this is all like 2023, 2024, so years ago. And Kevin kept trying to strike him, and eventually it took, and Chad lost his streaming capabilities for a week or two, and then came back to Kevin and was all sorry. And
no, I remember that. Yeah.
I understand that part of this whole DMCA thing is that it's not applied evenly. It like, you know, if you're a corporation, you can just apply these rules differently. But if you're John, you have to file a federal lawsuit to like actually enforce it if it's not after 14 days. But the point is that he's got it's John, so there's a whole microscope on him, and people, when you have that many people trying to get your channel taken down, and many of them are content creators that have YouTube channels that it's affected their income, like in that same boat, and then you have John you have John saying that he's doing it for retaliatory reasons. It's like that's a risk to him. So if you care about him, then you have to kind of be like, dude, like chill out with that shit.
Yeah,
so,
I get it.
But can I just ask a question? Are you saying, so I just want to make sure that I understand. Are you saying that I gave John bad advice? Are you saying that I have undue influence with him? Or are you saying both of those things? Like
anybody that came to, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just like, this is like the first week I did really like a recurring show with John. And I didn't, despite, this is the thing that I think is getting misrepresented. I didn't come in there like a wrecking ball and say, go out and strike all these channels. I said, I understand why you would want to strike Kevin's channel. I believe that Kevin is a content thief, and I don't believe that you should lift the strike. That's just my opinion. That's the only disagreement. I said to John, I said, the only thing I disagree with Ava is I don't think that you should lift the strike. Everything else I agree 100% as far as I know with everything that Ava said. That's the one thing that I disagree with.
Why did, like, when you were setting up,
why is that such a big, why is that one thing to disagree with you about such a big deal?
Because it has like serious effects on John. Like this could like get him his channel taken down.
But here's
how is not pulling down the strike affect his channel? It has nothing to do.
Even if it did, like Dan's saying, he has no investment into John personally, emotionally, financially. He just met him, so he's giving a very honest opinion of like.
Let me deal with that part of it. I'm not saying that you have like this undoing influence on him or anything like that. I am saying that when you're a person that 2 days after this like big debate about it, or like he's convinced to stop striking people and reflect on it, for you to just come in and just like be a person just completely negating that whole thing, you have undue influence. Anybody that would, because I
didn't just go along with what everyone else said, because I didn't go along with what Bob Levy and you and some other people that no.
Bob Levy.
Does Bob Levy have John's best interest in mind, do you think?
No,
of course not.
Bob has never figured out how to make anything work on his streams. He's always been like the sidekick guy.
Dan, I would like, if we had the luxury of actually watching that appearance you had, I would love to just go through it, because you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But like, why did you lead with that whole strike conversation by reminding him that Carl has 2 strikes, and that you said Carl has 2 strikes, KB has 2 strikes. Then you go on a riff about how he was right to strike KB. How do you think that looks and sounds?
The message that I was trying to get across to John is that the table stakes are very high across the Dabbleverse right now, and that that wasn't like, was that like a dog whistle? Is that what you're trying to say? Like I'm dog whistling him, telling him to do that? No, it has nothing to do with that.
I would argue that you were actively manipulating him to start striking again.
When did I say that? You can't accuse me of something that I didn't do.
Well,
how powerful? How manipulative and powerful do you think?
$2, Dan. $2.
Am
I like this with the strings? Like, you're giving me a lot more credit than I think I deserve here.
No. I just tackle this. You're not that powerful or anything like that. Anybody that will go on his show and start telling him that he's just start manipulating him to start striking people will be equally impactful It could have been a dog.
I just say though, I don't feel like what Dan is. I feel like you guys are arguing two different things right now, and it's already midnight over here in Texas. So let's just cut to the chase. Dan, do you think it's good for John? Let's just get to it. Do you think it's good for John to be striking? Yay or nay?
No, I don't think
All
it
right,
should be
Ava,
striking
do you
channels.
agree with that? Yay or nay?
If that's how he feels now, I'm happy with it.
That's how I always
But I
felt.
think what he's saying is I think he feels like the one with Kevin was correct. I don't agree with that. I think all of these strikes are stupid. And
I
dumb.
agreed with what you said earlier, Ava. But we agree on a lot of things. I agree with what you said. You said under certain circumstances, striking a channel is a viable or a correct strategy. It's just to strike a channel. I also feel that once a strike happens, there's no reason to take it down unless it is beneficial for you. There's nothing beneficial for John to take down that strike. And you could say, oh, it'll buy all this goodwill for him. Come on. Don't give me that. Nothing John does. This is the line that the Carls and the Kumias and the Shuleys and all them. Oh, if John just did this, that would make people like him. No, they always are going to go back to the same rote fucking thing that they always do. Getting off on the misfortunes of John. And he could go and give $1 million to the March of Dimes tomorrow, and they'd still find a fucking way to make fun of him and look at the stain on his shirt and fuck with him. So,
But
he doesn't gain any goodwill by doing something like that. It gains him nothing. Now, if Kevin wants to say, "Oh, okay, I won't snipe you anymore," okay, great, I'll take it down. That would be a benefit to John, and that would be a reason to take the strike down. But to just take it down to just be a nice guy, I'm sorry, that doesn't. And we're talking in the real world here. Nice guys finish last. That gets you nothing. Get something out of it if you're going to do it.
Listen,
the strike. I want to touch on this because you're saying we're against striking. It's all bad. This isn't the way to look at it. When you have a tool like a strike in this realm, you got to focus on what is the desired outcome of that tool and using it. So Stern John's in a position right now after years and years of streaming where he hasn't worked out any cohesive deals with any of these people who he has combative lawsuits with and legal proceedings and whatever they're doing, the Dabbleverse, they're covering them, clipping them, all that type of shit. So at this point, is it smart for him to strike? Is it good? Is it bad? All these value judgments on what is it? It's kind of like, what is the outcome he wants to get out of it? And if he wants people to stop using this shit and covering them, being like very strong on that could potentially lead to that. If he's saying, hey, I don't care if I lose my channel, I'm going to go start a different career path anyway. I'm just sick of these people fucking with me. Like, if they're going to keep doing it, I'm just going to keep, like, it depends on what your outcome is going to be rather than just like striking's good, striking's
he'll
bad,
die a slow death though if he does it.
I think
Go ahead, Ava.
you want to go first?
No, actually I don't. I'm gonna save mine for after you two have responded to what Chow just said. Go ahead.
I think what Dan said is mostly correct. I do think it would carry some goodwill and also would make it so that a lot of people that want to defend him would be more comfortable to defend him, and there are people that would defend him but don't want to because of the strikes. But you're mostly right about that. I understand that. I think that's like third tier, and the reasons that he shouldn't. I didn't want to get into like some of the stuff I just said to y'all when I was talking to him about it because it's, you know what I mean, a weird area to talk about him getting his YouTube channel taken down or any legal ramifications. To what you're saying, Chow, I think that also makes sense. Like, what we have to understand is there's no like solid ground about striking. It's arbitrary and people have to kind of make judgment calls about it. I understand your point you're making where it's like, this will make somebody stop. It in the case of John, and everything I'm saying is very specific to John. In the case of John, it doesn't stop. It'll probably get KB to stop. I did not really push the him refusing to remove the strike from KB. I kind of dropped that right away. I understand that. For me, it was about him not striking people anymore. He left that conversation with you, verbally stating in that episode that he will consider striking people again. That's kind of what I'm upset about, not the removal of the strike. With John, to what Chow was saying, it's that they're going to keep doing it anyway, so that tool doesn't really work. And in his case, that he's got all the headlights on him and can't do that. Individual creators can make that call, even if they disagree with what I was saying. Like to be like, you know what, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna take the hit for it because I just have to strike. I have to hit them back because that's the only tool I have in my tool belt. I don't think that John has that anymore, and it could cost him a lot of money and his YouTube channel.
Oh, I mean, I think we could all talk about striking for hours, couldn't we? God, it's the best.
No, I know.
I think that's what I'm
at
saying.
the end of the day,
The two of you guys are definitely arguing for the same thing. You just
No.
Very small piece that's different.
I just wish that Dan could have waited like a week before he did that riff.
No,
You want me to have a
what
strike?
the fuck? I know. I love how Ava wants to like control Dan. That's my.
I
No, Dan. Get permission first before I have a.
Hey, good boy, Dan.
Mommy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like that. It's just like, dude, what? Go ahead, Dan. You're about to say
I gotta
something.
put that up. Did I take down that super chat you wanted to read?
Yeah, put that.
Sorry, I was some.
Go ahead, Dan. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah. Ugly Pock Scarred Ghoul for $4.99. Thank you for the $4.99. Ava, you make SJ sound like an easily manipulated 10-year-old. Do you really think he's incapable of making a nuanced decision without external influence?
Uh-oh.
I think remove 10.
Is that a yes?
Remove 10-year-old. Like, there are people that like are very stubborn about things.
Retarded is what you're trying to say.
And emotional.
Retarded.
Yeah.
And
Emotionally inept.
And they will easily, and like, I understand, like,
whoa.
Like what I'm saying
angels.
what I'm saying to Dan is like, it's
She can't defend it.
No, listen to me.
Oh,
I'm going hard at Dan, and Dan like can back it. Dan can defend himself by being like, look, I'm just telling him what I think, whatever.
Go ahead.
But when it's someone like John, he's hearing that amplified in like ways. So I'm kind of responding to what I know he's hearing. And so, yeah, you don't have to be a 10-year-old, but there's people that are stubborn about something and like just if someone even just gives them a little bit just to feed that what they're being stubborn about, then
I love the walk back.
No,
I love you're covering your tracks. You're good. Ava, that's why Sir Gunn has you on. You cover your tracks well.
I bet you those tracks got big feet too, don't they, Ava? But they got some big old feet tracks.
I have tiny feet.
Yeah, I'm sure you do,
All the
sweetheart.
ladies say.
No. I mean, Dan, what's your take? What she just said?
I mean, my thing is, John's an adult, and I know people are, John drinks and John has delusions of grandeur sometimes, and I think he would even agree that he can have grudges and he can be impulsive and all those different things. All those
a little heavy
sorts
with
of
the
weaknesses.
beautification filter.
I'm sure if you got to like, if you work your way into the inner circle, Dan, he's gonna get annoying, like personally, which that's just like his personality type. He's a bigger than life personality, I think.
And here's the thing too, and I said this before and I'll say it again. Like, I'm like, I wish I could tell you that I'm so brilliant and I'm so manipulative and I've got this whole game plan.
Let me interrupt you, Dan. I'm going to interrupt you on this.
Oh,
in
wow.
that first episode, you talked about the long game. Then you went on BYB, and then you talked about being a chaos agent. Like, I know how smart
I am
you
a
are.
chaos agent. I always have said
stupid.
that.
You're not stupid. You know exactly how he's going to interpret that. You're not dumb. That's why I'm yelling at you. It's because you're not stupid, and you know.
Well,
what
but
you're doing.
I think Dan also.
You're checking him. I got it.
Dan's not like a rah team
Alpha male.
SJ guy.
I'm not on teams though. That's the thing. Is like there's no
I'm not
team.
either. I'm not either. I'm John's friend, but I relate with you about hierarchies and teams and all this. And I'm in a certain level. I feel like I'm a chaos agent in this space too. But I am being protective of my friend on this one, and I hope you can respect that.
Okay.
Fair
enough. And maybe I overstepped my bounds a little bit. Maybe I went too far with my opinion. What?
No. You say what you want to. I'm not trying to control you. I'm just gonna say.
Just watch it next time.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna say what I have to think about it too.
Watch
But
your
you
step,
you
Dan.
do your thing, man.
Mir, do you?
Dan, you're free to do whatever you want, but you just better be fucking careful about what
No,
you
Yeah,
I'm
do.
just wait. What?
Don't
I'm not
trigger
allowed.
Ava.
I'm not allowed to just like yell at him about that.
No,
Like,
you're
No,
a-
hey, you're
Yeah,
sweetheart. You're
I'm
perfectly
always
fine.
open to criticism, and if I'm out of line, then call me out on it.
Roman.
But I'll also defend myself too. I'm no pushover. So
I
I
understand.
like to think that I think through things before
You
I
do.
say and do them.
I know,
So
but I'm suspicious of
Yeah,
that.
and you know when you react like loud or like you come in with a strong take, like outcomes is what we're looking at for when you do the actions. But then when you have these strong takes that you come in with, you also got to look at motivations. So like, are you motivated? Are you working with one of his ops, or are you truly like something we don't, that SJ knows
Let
that
me
is in
respond
the
to
best.
can I, to that point, let me just say one thing, and Abba, I think you will 100% agree with this. I think it's pretty fucking clear that if you go through the list of all of John's enemies, his perceived and real enemies, there ain't a person on that list that's buddy with me, and that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. So, if anything else, John can feel pretty comfortable. I think it's safe to say he can feel pretty comfortable that, like, I'm not doing something that is on the bet. Now, you may disagree, and you may say, "Well, Dan, indirectly, you're helping his enemies because of you're making him do things that are self-destructive," which I completely disagree with. But I'm not. I don't talk to Shuli. I don't talk to Carl. Certainly don't talk to Kevin. And so, and Tukey doesn't have the time of day for me either. So, like, I
Put in a call for you, Dan.
I say what I think, and
I got you.
Here's the other thing about the dab is that people the big complaint about me lately has been, well, Dan's a contrarian. Dan just takes whatever the other thing is and does the
I
opposite.
would never say that. I think
I've said it.
a cop out.
I've said it. Dan is a fucking contrarian.
Well, you know why I'm a contrarian?
that's
You know
the
why it
cop-out.
seems like a contrarian? Because everything is fucking groupthink in this fucking community.
Absolutely. That's a
Everybody
cop-out.
agrees on everything. Tukey's great. Tukey's funny. NJ Rager's good. You can't
Tukey sucks.
You can't have an opinion that goes against 95% of the group, this community, or else you get ostracized. And people start talking about your fucking wife and your family and harassing you and calling you fat and talking about your teeth and talking this and that. Like,
sorry, they said that
this community is based around groupthink.
Mm-hmm.
It's everybody consensus building, team oriented. Everybody congregate together and nobody upset the apple cart.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not the fucking person that goes along with what everyone else thinks, because that's the safe fucking opinion.
Right.
I've never been that person, and I'm never going to fucking be that person.
That is
so
right.
If you don't like it, I'm sorry. That's your fucking problem. And I'm not, when I say you, not you, but the collective you. That's your
all
fucking
of you.
problem.
You know,
you're gonna have to fucking learn how to deal with it,
you
because I'm gonna say and think whatever the fuck I want to say and think, and nobody's gonna tell me otherwise.
Okay,
Amen.
listen to me. I think that
listen to me.
when people start throwing contrarian around, it's a cop out and it's a way to try to discredit somebody lazily.
Yo, I thought you two were good. Ava still.
No. I'm just shut the fuck up. All right, but what Chow is saying about outcomes and intentions, the outcome of Dan's conversation was that John left it saying he's going to start striking people again. The intentions are that you are not a team. You don't play by teams, but you have to acknowledge that if somebody watched what you're in that video, and then when you went on BYB, you basically laid out the case that you're a potential chaos agent that's just trying to fuck everything up for everyone. And I respect that. But to me, it's can you understand how I would deduce that for you? It's just like, I'll just say this, even though I know it might make John start fucking striking more channels, because like fucking burn it all down. Fuck all.
He
these
might
people.
strike this one. Who knows?
If
You know what I'm
the whole thing burned down and John
Right.
was the last man standing, I'd probably be the happiest man
Yeah, no,
alive.
but I feel like, but to me, it looked like you're burning him down first.
That's your own perception, though.
Well, I think that's the
Obviously,
misconception.
I'm just saying what my interpretation of it
Yeah.
was.
And here's my favorite thing about everything, and honestly, is this: your truth and their truth is never the truth. So you can dictate or assume how people should act or think, but at the end of the day, that's just how you perceive how it should go in your own mind.
That's right. But YouTube's terms of service is written out, and so
That's
are,
their own perception of things go.
and
You're
so are the legal actions that are
I
being
mean, that's
taken
what it
against
is.
John.
On Kick, on Rumble, Faggot, on fucking all these other things, they're all totally different, right? On two terms of service with these fucking things.
I'm talking about
You know what
terms
I'm
of
saying?
service with striking. I'm talking about
Striking,
Why-
same shit.
Can I ask a serious question that I think is going to derail everything?
Are you going to try
you-
to ask me to detransition again?
No, I've already laid that seed. There's no need to redo it. You're going to come back. You're going to come back to the Lord. We all know it. Now, have you reconsidered maybe treating the final boss to some full frontals? Have you considered it?
Chow, bring that up. I'm done with this. Chow, bring that up.
What's with Buckman
Let's
now?
go.
What's with Buckman now? He's talking about striking people. Like I thought he was. Like,
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he's
He's,
gonna be striking his
Buckman,
channel
he's
tonight.
demonic.
Taking
He's
it all
demonic.
down. Yeah,
He's demonic.
yeah, he's all about it now, and you want to watch the video of him talking about
Dan
it?
was hanging out with Buckman, and now he's all about the striking. I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke.
He copies everything Dan does. So Dan said, like, yeah, I'd keep that strike since he's constantly taking your content, and now Buckman's doing it, just like he copied the hat and the mustache and.
All right, let's go. Let's play.
Can we just before
I'm
we do that,
excited.
just read whatever the super chats are, just because.
Yeah,
Yes,
Please,
yes,
please,
yes.
please.
Let's
Sorry.
pull it up.
I got the Buckman thing right.
I don't know if we ever said this one, but Cloud Chasing Lot Lizard for $1.99. Love when you talk dirty to me, Ava.
anytime,
Oh.
baby.
Ava, you are a dirty little girl, aren't you?
Oh, goddamn right.
Going.
Yes, I am.
Reverend Rage for $1.99. Thank you, Reverend Rage, for the 2. Dan, Kiki just playing the Duke. Timestamp, send strike.
There you go. Yeah.
Airstrike now.
Airstrike. We're calling it an airstrike for $1.99. And then lastly, Mason in Portland for $5. Thank you, Mason in Portland for $5. Ava, nothing wrong with having a gut. Brian Lannon and I want to take you out to a buffet sometime. Drinks on you afterwards, of course.
By the way, y'all were acting like I had a gut when I was wearing a fit and flare dress. You're wrong. I don't have a gut. And
I got a little bit of a dad bod myself, so it's
but you two are fat fucks. And Brian Landon is
Who?
just worse.
Who's a fat fuck? Who are you talking about?
Mason and
How
Portland?
about
and
you,
Brian
dude?
Landon.
Do
Me?
something. Yeah, do something about it.
I don't hit ladies. My mother taught me better than that.
But I mean, listen, people are going to say you have a gunt or a fupa or whatever the case may be.
Why are you so sexist, dude? Well, I'm not gonna cap JMO. This is kind of triggering me about you. You're really into
He's
trans
in the
jokes,
South.
aren't you? You're really into the trans jokes, aren't you, buddy?
Oh no, Ab and I go back and forth like this all the time.
Oh,
Where
it's
the fuck
personal.
have you
It's
been?
personal. It's personal. It's personal.
No, here's the thing with Abba that you have to learn really fast. You can say
Oh,
that,
no. I don't need.
you can say the trans jokes. They just have to be funny. They can't be mean.
I don't need your weird old man, like hey, young one. I'll tell you what. Hang on, cowboy. All right, I don't need that, bro. Daddy, I don't need that. All right.
All right.
Yeah. So here's Buckman talking about it.
Daddy Mo. Go ahead.
Oh my god, that picture.
John.
Daddy Mo, dude. JMO,
he-
I bet you fuck good, bro. What's up?
Encouraging people to strike and everything else. Lifeforms has been using mucho clips of
Mucho.
real talk, and so I'm
No
gonna
way,
leave
this
it up
is
in the
fucking his
chat,
audio.
tonight. I'm gonna actually formally do it, and on my next show I will launch the poll, and then once we launch it on here, I'll put it up on Twitter, and I'll go.
All right, I gotta pause it so he doesn't strike us. But
This
Yeah.
cock.
how long do we have to wait?
I
Oh yeah,
think-
no talk. I was just gonna wait silent. So Ava, you got to take cocksucker. What?
It's just he's been on my ass about striking, and then I go on a whole fucking lecture with John about striking, and then now he's the next day.
He did kick you. He did block he blocked Ava in the chat for being a striker. And of course, again, this was the day I was on the show, right? And I came on to Buckman's show, and like that was going on. There was so much happening that day, and none of it was funny or fun.
He blocked me because I was making fun of him for asking JMO the shittiest questions for like 45 minutes.
He wasn't.
And he tried to make it about the striking.
He got very mad at me about my response.
Before we play anymore, can someone in the audience, because Buckman calls and texts with all the Dabbleverse people all the time, can someone make sure he's asleep so he doesn't see this and strike before we play anymore?
What are the rules, though? I thought if you were being transformative,
I'll check.
Right?
Find out if Buckman's
transformative,
awake.
He can't strike you if his video, he makes his videos. If his video's private, he can strike you and it'll get taken down. That's the only way. He can't just do it if you're playing a clip. It has to be private.
Well, what if you did it? What if you are doing something with the clip, then after you do it, he then makes it private?
I don't know. We'll find out.
A creator has to be ready for.
No, you're clear, Chow. You're clear, Chow.
All right, good. Let's keep going quick before he wakes up.
3 shows.
Call
I don't
him
know
real
if there'll be
quick.
3
Let's see.
consecutive shows, but I'm going to let the chat decide. Considering their striking, encouraging, or Dan is encouraging striking. Dan uses a lot of my content. I'm going to ask my chat to decide whether or not I should strike those. I mean, if it's
can you strike a
good
show
for the goose, is it good for the gander? Huh?
And I'm not familiar with YouTube's rules, but can you strike a show if it's behind a paywall?
What
Still?
paywall?
Because I think, or a membership, like if it's a members only show, like if I can't, like I'm not a member to Dan's.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you can, and
it's the same rule.
Paywall
and private are the same.
Yeah, you can't use my content to make profit without my permission.
I thought you.
Fuck! I can't believe he's the gall to sit here and say this.
For the Dan.
Yeah, you can't use my content to make profit.
Show like if I can't, like I'm not a member to Dan's.
Yeah, you can't use my content to make profit without my permission.
I thought you had.
Doesn't matter whether it's behind the content to make profit.
Members only show, like if I can't, like I'm not a member to Dan's.
Yeah, you can't use my content to make profit
I'm
without
just
my permission.
now.
I thought you had.
Doesn't matter whether it's behind the paywall or not.
Okay, I didn't know. Calm the fuck down. I don't know. I'm asking a question because I thought they usually put that stuff behind the membership wall or the
But
paywall.
the stuff that the clips and shit that they've been doing, of Final Boss and stuff, none of those are behind a paywall. And I don't want to do it. I am not going to do it. I'm not planning on striking anyone.
Who struck Doom?
I
heard Doom.
This guy's whoa, this is crazy. Sorry, Chow, go ahead. Man.
Yeah, so he wants to strike anything that he was in, including this. But isn't this like really, really dumb to say on a live stream before you're considering taking like a civil lawsuit out against someone? Like, so he's trying to farm it out to his audience if they decide it's all right. He doesn't want to do it, but he's gonna do it.
Hey, Buckman, you better get a GoFundMe going because all of us got money, bro. All of us got money. So I'm just saying, bro. You don't.
Can I say real quick?
Well,
can I say real quick? And I hate to interrupt, but can we all just send our prayers to Joey? He's getting evicted, and I hate to hear that kind of stuff. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but prayers up to my uncle Joey. I hate to hear that kind of stuff, and I don't like to hear that.
Did anyone watch this whole episode? Because I left it thinking that like Panhandler has at least murdered a person or will within a week of it, because he is in this dark place that's even just scary.
He had a stroke.
Because Buckman sucked his life force out and only half his body works now.
Let's keep playing. Let's keep playing this. I want to listen more.
I'm gonna strike the eye.
If you're out encouraging people to strike other channels and you're calling people content thieves and you do that yourself,
how dare you?
Should there be consequences?
Does anybody know what the results of the poll were?
Striking thing. It's going to keep on going on until somebody loses their channel and maybe the Dabbleverse will wise up, but I doubt it.
Hilux driver, $2. People act tough, then strike weak. Yeah, I have no intention of striking them, but
bullshit.
I was very disappointed last night.
Oh, very.
To see this guy encouraging John to keep the strikes up on Kevin and
Dan.
That's your problem, Buckman, is you have these expectations that lead to subsequent disappointment, and you have no moral framework to anything you do. So the only reason you want to strike is a retaliatory consequence for an opinion that Dan had. And this is basically the core of him being a life form, and has been since the beginning, is he's an NPC to some degree. Like, he can't think for himself. He can't make decisions by himself. That's why he always has his North Star with like Rocco and Tukey, or Carl or Shuli or Dixon. He has like these hero archetype guys in the Dabbleverse that he repeats their opinion. That's his show, basically. And now he's had this personal rivalry with us, but mainly with Dan. Like, he doesn't really have that much smoke with me and Mir. It's mainly with Dan, because they're in that same, like,
I'm a sweetheart, so
yeah, they're the same, like, I don't know, archetype of guy in some aspects.
Well, no, what I think his biggest beef with Dan, and like I said before earlier in the show, is that Dan has befriended Stuttering John, and he's now entering the realm of like those guys. And Buckman's been trying to, usurp and like leech his way into that, and you're just seeing Dan just dive in head first because Dan's such a genuine man. You know what I'm saying, Ava?
That was so funny.
Dan will be back in a second. And it's just like, dude, he's so fucking angry and jealous that Dan is talking and hanging out. Like, that's so crazy about Buckman. He would sell out Carl and Anthony Cumia and all these faggots to be on Stuttering John's side in a second if it meant screen time for him. Instantly, dude.
Very, very astute. I'm glad you brought that up. Yes. He's mad because he can't go on John's show. He's lashing out.
Yeah, we covered, remember when he had the temper tantrum in the car because Ashley wouldn't let Buckman on with Stuttering John. And so, yeah, Buckman's a clout guy, but he's hyper focused over the next month because we got Hackamania.
Hackamania coming up. Yeah.
That's Buckman's that's Buckman's
Super Bowl.
It's his Super Bowl, his Mecca, his Wailing Wall, whatever. This is where
his Wailing Wall is crazy, but yeah.
Big deal, bro.
So this is everything to Buckman is going to Hackamania. So he doesn't want to fuck up that before. And like him getting into all this strike stuff, like if he's I'm curious what his next play is, because he said he was gonna stream today. He had the stream up for last night. He told Husey he was streaming last night, but he's bounced since the strike thing he's put out. And
yeah, well, listen, like Carl's like a hardliner about that. If Buckman starts striking people, he's gonna lose Carl. Like Carl ain't gonna stand by that.
Good take.
I think so.
Let's keep listening.
To strike more, and it irritated me. So
with Dan, that's his whole bit.
We're going to have yeah. So the poll thing is going to give us choices, which is one of them is going to be to do nothing, another one is strike, and a third maybe to tell them to.
I love you, Amy.
If they use the content, they could be subject to a strike.
Okay, but don't do it for 3 episodes. That's crazy. Do 1 episode. I mean, this is not.
Hang on, old man. Don't do it for every fucking show. Let's spread them out a little bit. Whoa, dude. Buckman's unhinged, dude. This guy's angry, bro. He's pissed.
I love that those two found each other. Like, just those two bickering is just like candy. Oh no, you can see
so nonsensical. The whole thing. Giving 3 options. One of the options is I'm just gonna let them know that if they do happen to use it, it could potentially lead to a strike. It's like that's just all the time anyway. That's the rule of your right to strike someone and then them to counter strike back or whatever you want to say on the video. So it's just stupid. It's nonsensical. He's trying to he's out of content, so he's stretching this as his new thing for the next 3 shows he's going to do. So I think it'll be great to watch. And I heard Ava, you say that you didn't see this episode. This whole thing, 2 hours. He went live.
Oh, I know.
I
I saw this episode all the way.
Yeah.
I listened to the whole thing.
And then he saw we were live, and he eventually switched over to watch it. And he's like, I'm going to look and see if they're watching or doing anything covering me. And he was disappointed that like he couldn't do a live strike on air. So he's like waiting and just sitting there silent, doing nothing, watching us, waiting for something to happen, basically.
Do you think that like the thought occurred to him that like he's absolutely discredited himself? Like he blocked me in the chat like a few weeks ago, but he banned me from his show because I was going on John's show on the principle that John strikes channels. And then like in the sense that he was saying there's no reason anyone should ever strike a channel. And then now he's just threatening to strike channels.
All of it is dumb.
Oh my God. Hang on. T right here by Decline Host. I'm constantly emailing Clavicle to see if he'll go on Shmuel Talk. That's
He's
awesome.
probably what?
Trilogy that you want.
That's for
It's
the
not a
OGs.
trilogy.
That's
I
for
just
the
want to
Mog.
make sure that I don't get one night where people who either like or hate the guy flood the show. So we'll do it over 3 shows.
So I just clipped a little bit. The whole thing is just incredible to watch of Buckman. But yeah, he's losing it because he's he's in a bad spot, I think. And unfortunately, I think a lot of it has to do with Final Boss and Siggy Jones.
It does. It does, honestly. Beautiful cat, by the way. No, it does, because like at the end of the day, Final Boss usurped Buckman and overlapped him, not in the power rankings, but like, you know, Final Boss was an underling to Buckman, and now him and Buckman are eye to eye right now. And he mogged Buckman pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie, he did. And I give props to that. That's like, I never thought the dude had the nuts to do that shit, but he did it. I was like, holy fuck. I mean, Final Boss is still Final Boss is still a fucking loser, but at the end of the day, he mogged the fuck out of Buckman. And Buckman is too degenerate and too like retarded and too old to understand what's happening. And what's happening.
Carl too. He kind of did Carl too. If you're gonna be honest with yourself, Mir, he kind of did Carl too.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's not just mog maxing, bro. He's the ASU fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's flexing big on those fucking
ASU
boys,
frat
bro.
leader.
You gotta give Final Boss credit.
Papa needs to reward him with the full frontal nudity, like he
No,
wants.
Ava, I got a question.
I'm the reason he's doing it. I'm sending
Ava.
shots.
Ava, I got a question. Final Boss, like
Angling that carrot, I see.
Yeah, it's like attack Carl.
Ava, I know you're a sensual being.
Oh, goddamn right.
If Final Boss came up to you,
no,
hang on. Here's the scenario.
Hear him out, man.
You're at Hacky Meet, and not because you wanted to be there. You were just there. You know, it's happening. You know, you're a few drinks in. You know, your tits are looking fresh. Your nipples are perking. And,
boy, pussy's all wet.
You're vibing at the bar.
Making me horny.
And Final Boss, you know, he puts down the controller. He comes up to you. You know. He's wearing his headgear. And you're like, oh, this is someone who looks, you know, sweet. And he says, like, hey, Ava, like, I'm a big fan of Final Boss. Ashley made me cry. I've never seen a pair of tits in my life. Like, you know, this is nothing personal. Yeah, the usual, you know. And then, like, obviously, he's cucking right off the bat because he doesn't know how to talk to a sexy lady like yourself. And you are, like, in a more, I would say, you're in a vibe of, like, you're hunting. You know, you're very aggressive because, you were once a male. Then now you're female, but you still have that, like, dominant, like, being inside of you.
I'm really not.
Reddit, that Persian man is still deep inside of you.
You just
really
want to dominate.
Really not.
Still.
I'm a
like, I want to
party.
I'm
a submissive person in real life.
Hang on, but you still want to dominate your other partner.
I really don't.
I know, but let's just pretend you do. Okay.
Okay, I'll roll with it just for you.
You just roll with it.
Shut up. We're doing porn here.
So you see this young incel delinquent, faggot slash, Dorito cheese and triple chinned fag, and you're like, I can dominate this man. So he flexes on you and he says, bartender, 2 Sprites, please. hold the Mountain Dew. We want to cut back. So, she hands
That's
you
good.
2
I like
Sprite
that.
shots, and you guys take them both, and he flexes his Sonic, history on you and everything like that, and you find him very endearing, like as a child. Not saying that you're a pedophile, but you find him endearing to some extent as a young man. And you take him to your crib at the hotel. If you laid Final Boss on your bed naked, what would be the first thing you do to him? Truly, honestly. And he's already liquored up from the Sprite, so he's vulnerable.
And I guess butterfly kisses on his nipples.
He'll do anything to you, and you'll do anything. He'll allow you to do anything to him because he's trying to get a vibe. What would you do to him? Honestly,
I would sit on his
After
lap.
you lit the candles.
I would sit on his lap and I would straddle him and let him penetrate me until he came.
That's beautiful. But that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Hey, listen, and then
Sophia loves it.
Yo, what the
that's gonna get clipped.
So,
Well, the premise already.
That's gonna get
The
clipped.
premise involved me getting him into my hotel room.
Yeah, you did have a sopping wet boy pussy in this one, didn't you?
Yo, and then when he goes back into the chat, he'll be like, "Yo, bro, I was off that Sprite, dog. What's going on?"
I love it.
I would pour the Sprite all over my titties while I straddled him.
Woo! He would pop, boy. I'm telling you right now, you pop.
Yo, I can't. Final Boss, you're such a faggot, dude.
He's
This is
over,
mean. Yo,
he's
he
over in Clown Town chat complaining over there. I pulled this from. This is live right now. He's.
Oh, are you
saying,
serious?
Yeah, he's not about us. He's complaining about their show, the audio being too loud or too quiet.
Oh yeah.
He has no idea what's happening on the show.
No.
Abba mentioned that the other day that he was into like trans porn, right? You said something about that, or he was into
Is he
trans-
really? What?
No, I said my theory is that he's.
Yeah. So
Like,
I was like,
like-
send him a few ham shots. Like, what are we talking about here? Make his day.
if
No. Ava has more class than that, right, Ava?
I know she does, but I'm testing her. I'm seeing if she's a slut.
No. I noticed like Final Boss was kind of a twink when he came at you so aggressive about being like pro-Republican, being like the transgenders are gonna burn in hell and all this other garbage. And I was just like, dude, like, look at me, Ava. You and I have had our differences, correct? So is
Right.
JMO.
Mhm.
But at the same time, we respect you for what you are,
Mhm.
which is a beautiful human being in God's eyes that you
Right.
decide what you pick with your body.
Mhm.
But Final Boss was pushing some weird propagandized Jewish Republican, thing like, oh, these people are evil creatures. You're going to shoot up a school, all that garbage. And I'm just like, no.
I think Final Boss watches transport, and I think you do too. I think that you're I think you're repressed, but I think J-Mo's
I'm not repressed. I love trannies. Like, here's the thing. Like, I'm proud to say it. I love trans. I love guys. Everyone's beautiful in my eyes. Like,
Okay.
there's a reason why I wear heart glasses wherever I go now.
That's
Okay,
beautiful,
good.
man.
All I see is love, dude.
Yeah,
Like-
but when people like Final Boss come at me like that, you want it to be more, but it's always just no. They're just mad. They're mad at themselves because they feel those things. It's the same with that beef drippings person. Anybody that's just like that's the one thing. It's like they just need to keep being like you're trans. At a certain point, it's like
Well,
especially when I have something as annoying as me, where there's so much more to shit on me about. But if you just
So
have
there's a
to keep-
lot, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
someone said someone in the chat just said zombie biker badass just said Mirror is curious. I'm not curious. I've dabbled in the
Fucking tranny.
playground.
Yeah, he's dabbled.
I mean I've had my dick sucked off by a tranny. I loved it. Like I'm not kidding. The best I've ever received was from a man. That's because like I said before on shows, men know how to please men because they know what men want. And
So you're
always have to remember
bisexual.
that.
That's cool, man. That's good.
I'm not bisexual, dude. I'm gay.
I'm curious.
No, I'm
He's
not.
gay.
We got a super chat here. Ava, why does John never hit on you?
Because he's like the most traditionally like straight person in the universe.
He doesn't hit on trannies. He turns people into trannies. There's a difference, okay? So
That's good.
I'm just saying how it is, bro. But like JMO and Ava, you two characters are also like two birds of a different pond, and I love that about you guys. I see Ava here with her I'm sure those are real. You know.
Oh, those are 100%. She said. I asked her if they hurt when they came in. I told you I've asked.
The beauty is right.
But I told you that by you have to be on HRT for years, so you already have softened, so it doesn't.
Little
hurt.
queer. That's what they call me, little queer. No, those girls look good. They look real. I love that about you.
Yeah.
And then you got JMO.
You want to see them?
No, I'm good.
I'm not going to show them.
I'm straight. I'm straight.
Yeah,
I have a lovely
Don't show
wife.
him, Abba. Keep him pinned up. We're gonna get.
I want to stay on YouTube. Okay.
Show them.
Oh, Lee, the two of you.
I want to stay on YouTube. All right.
I'll show mine.
YouTube.
So we got these beautiful girlfriends hanging out with Ava right here. And then we got JMO over here wearing the American flag, sunglasses, who says, I don't give a fuck. I'm just vibing, doing my own thing. And you two seem like kindred spirits, in my opinion, because you guys, honestly, even though you guys have totally different ideas of what I would say baseness would be on a spectrum, you two seem like you would connect more and agree on a lot more than you think, honestly. Like
I agree with that. Like
I agree.
To me, like I don't like being in echo chambers. I like talking to people that are from completely different walks of life. Me and him probably actually agree on a lot of political things because like that's just how things have turned out to be. But yeah, he's interesting, and we've also just gone to war with each other.
The distance you guys have gone like Hercules.
No, we've like
gone
just like gone like full blast, and then it's just like we were also like able to just move forward from it. Yeah,
we didn't even need to address. I mean, that's the funny thing is there was really no need to even. We could have not even addressed it.
Exactly.
But I will say this, like when it comes to like all the trans stuff, like I don't really care what somebody does in their privacy of their home. It's just like when anybody tries to push it on you, like you have to agree. It's like, hey, how about you try and look a little bit more like a female, and maybe we won't call you sir. I mean, that's fair, right?
Ava looks like a female. She's got tits like one.
Right. Well, see, when she goes into the store, I mean, people probably say, "Ma'am."
No way.
But there are
yes way. Yeah,
there are some people that will try and take on this same outfit and not come off as very feminine and be like, "But you got to call me ma'am." And it's like, hey, you can't be mad at me for guessing wrong when you don't really present very great. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I guessed it right away. I don't know what to tell you. I figured it out. I've solved the puzzle.
And if you don't see it, I'll beat your ass. It's like, all right, that's not very ladylike of you. What's your take on that, Ava? Like men who pretend to be females, but they're mostly men. Like the guy who killed his family, but had like the guns of like Sylvester Stallone.
The person that rented this house before me was in this big band here, and they said they were a trans woman, and they had a beard and just looked like a guy and didn't have tits or anything, and they would get bouncers fired for like asking them to go in the proper bathroom and things like that. And to me, those people are all revolting.
That's the law.
And
they get bad street cred, right?
Hey, tell him if he shows up in a bathroom in Texas, he's gonna get his ass whipped. That's all I know. Sorry.
That's where I'm different from. That's where I'm different. If I'm in Texas, I'm not going to go into the women's room. Like I have respect for people there that don't,
But I mean, the other thing too is like that guy is not trying to be feminine. When you stop a beard, don't tell me no bullshit about gender queer or whatever the fuck. When you have a full beard, you are presenting as a gentleman. Don't try and go in like, what are we doing? Like, you're not a ma'am. You're just whatever the fuck you are. You're living a fantasy of whatever this is.
And to me, it's like there's people that like. I mean, obviously, like to me, there's people like you're just a man, and I see a man, and that's fine. But like, it is like annoying to me as a trans person when someone's not even trying, and they're like want to dictate how. I don't want to dictate. I don't dictate how people gender me. Like that.
Yeah, at least grow some tits, you fucking lazy bitch. Like,
yeah, you gotta put the work in. It's offensive. No,
hey, slap some nair on those legs.
Honestly. But...
Now, I got a question though. Like Ava, for real, how old are you?
36.
You're 30. Oh, wow, you're 36.
What do you think I was?
Like 40. Dude, I thought you were pushing like early 40s. Fuck. Anyway, so you're 36. You don't have any children, correct?
No.
If you met the right female, would you consider,
What we do?
Like,
Said, do you have any children?
No, but I'm pregnant. What
no,
the
no,
fuck?
no. I mean, for real, bro. I mean, for real.
No, that's very woke, dude. I'm proud of you, man. That's good.
Someone says 36 dang. No. Like, for real. You know, because I know you still got your big throbbing cock on you. So, like, you know, and you told me you get horny for the females too. You're bisexual, which is hot.
Mhm.
Respect. But, like, you know, you meet the right female. Let's say she's a female, and you get her prego. She starts, you know, birthing out those puppies.
I couldn't get someone pregnant on HRT
Why?
Hey,
because
don't talk like that.
like,
Don't talk
huh?
like that, dude. You don't know. Maybe you could.
I think you could. I think you're so aggressive still. That I think
I'm
you
really
could.
not in real life.
Dude, you legitly texted me privately after a show and said you made a huge mistake, bitch. And I was like,
I know.
what? Dude,
Yeah,
you went crazy on me.
Yeah, but if you just frame if you frame any of my
Pull
behavior,
up.
if you frame any of my behavior as just that person, she's acting like a bitch. It's the same thing.
I never had a female come at me before. They're too scared because they know I would do something. Like, I'd be like, yo, bitch, like, let's go. You want to fucking run? Let's run. Like what J-Mo did to Ashley. It was horrible, but you know, I would do it. I'm crazy like that, bro. But anyway, so you get a chick prego, you know, when she's birthing your beautiful child, whatever it is. Like, who would be mom and who would be dad? Truly. I'm being honest. Who would be mom and who would be dad if you had or would it just be two moms right out of wedlock?
Well, I wouldn't do that, but I would be mom.
Even if you would make the other lady be the man, then you'd be like, I'm sorry, but I've already called the girl. I know that you got pregnant, but I've already called it.
No, like in real life,
that's
I'm
kind
like,
of sexist of you to do that.
No, it's like weird. Like, wouldn't I've experienced both sides of hormones and all that, and I I understand being maternal and all that. It comes with it, and sees you're less risk averse and things like that. But
you're also the man, and you're in charge, so you could decide who's the man and the woman. I like that.
But
get that, Bear? You didn't know that power dynamic existed, did you? Because she comes into the relationship as the man, and then she's like, "But actually, I'm the mom."
You have to look at it like
you're gonna pop this baby out of your pussy, and you're gonna be its dad.
Yeah,
That's that.
You have to look at the dynamic as if it were two lesbians, because there are women that are very dominant, and I'm really submissive.
I don't like it. Are you submissive for real?
In real life, it's like me yelling here is like muscle memory from before, but it doesn't feel
before.
Yeah, but I don't like it. It used to be like I just remember what it's like to just argue with someone in that
just
way.
Go crazy.
But in my real life, it's just being sweet. I haven't even like said a negative thing in person to anyone.
So you would cuck to Final Boston. So you allow him to, so wait a minute.
There's nothing to me that is attractive about Final Boss.
Why? What's
like what?
Come on, man. Like, for real. You wouldn't like at least give it one try.
No. Do you want me to just pretend?
Ava?
Well, I think you already know that. Do you want me to just pretend like I would just to entertain you?
No, don't pretend.
Okay.
Because then he's gonna mean your DM. Let's not even do that. Because I don't want because I want it to be organic.
No. Like, I don't want you to be fake, like, because this show is not about fake, it's about realness. And if you really think Final Boss is that's crazy to me. Hold on a second here. So Final Boss begged his girl to marry him at a wedding, which is insanely retarded within itself, right? Obviously got rejected, even, you know, after probably them only knowing each other for maybe 3 days. She probably was a Tinder date that he asked to come on as a plus.
That's a rough way to do it. Yeah, that's a rough way to do it at some. Was it his wedding or someone else's?
It was someone else's. You know, and then it was like, so you have him tweaking out about that, and then like freaking out. And I made a song about it, you know, yours truly, and it was a beautiful song just about harboring. I had to become him. It was demonic and sad.
Was it that same emo pussy shit as your other music?
Yes, I'm gonna answer that for you. Yes. I've heard the song.
You're so aggressive, girlfriend. Like, let's take some estrogen pills and chill. All right.
She's gonna put her hand on the back of your neck to
I
show
know
you who's boss.
she's about
I'm
to grab me
telling
by the back of my neck,
telling
force
you.
me down, and start going crazy on that.
That's
cock.
just your
But
imagination getting wild.
I told you I'm a faggot. But anyway, so
you.
like,
She's gonna do an ice dancer on your Ethan Ralph if you're not careful. You better.
yeah, you better watch out. I might fuck
Nice
you.
dance on your
I-
Ethan Ralph.
I might fuck you, Ava. You better watch out, girlfriend. I might dominate you.
That's
but
what
anyway,
I'm waiting. That's what I want.
I know you do, you fucking weirdo. But anyways, final boss, loses it with his girlfriend, and then he becomes a fucking degenerate loser, and then Buckman brings him in,
Buckman.
and then because Buckman needs anyone to fuck his wife. So
she's fucking God knows how many people, right? Like on those trips.
I'm sure she is ran through, dog. She's ran through. She's like the Serbian Express, all right? Any nationality's been through that shit. But anyway, so he's there tweaking out, doing things. Buckman, cultivates him and pills him up and like brings him into the culture of whatever Buckmania is, Buckocalypse. And then he lays his eyes on Ava. And he can't believe that he's seen something so beautiful before.
Persian angel.
And Persians are a rare commodity now because since you guys are being killed off insanely in the war right now, so you're gonna be you're a prize.
Where in the street is that they took out Netanyahu?
I don't know about
It's
that.
very true. It's almost. I haven't seen him in like 5
It's all.
As of today, I'm like at 70%. Yesterday, I was like, yeah, this is all just AI. 20%.
Well, they did a national security meeting, and he wasn't
without him.
Yeah, he wasn't there. Eh?
Or without Ben Gavir too, and he was supposedly in that.
He's vibing right now. He's in Gaza
vibing.
He's vibing right now. He's vibing, bro. But anyway, so final boss, is like cultivated by your mysticism because you're something demonic. And
suddenly,
no, you are demonic. It's not.
Do you really think I'm demonic?
Honestly, I do. And I hate to say it. I
hate to go there.
No, I hate to say it because you ever read Dante's the Divine Comedy?
Mm-mm.
A beautiful.
I'm familiar
story.
with like what it's about, but I haven't
so
read
like before Christ, these like philosophers and all these people didn't go to hell, but they went to the closest stage to hell, which is not purgatory where you atone for your sins to go to heaven, but they're just in limbo. It's limbo basically. Yeah. I think you're like limbo. I don't think you're evil. I think you have a great head on your shoulders. I think you're misled and misguided, and I think you're a lost soul, but you're a good soul, and you won't burn in hell, but you will, I would say, just cease to be anything. You will just be an individual that continues to just float into nothingness.
Well, it's like Tucker Carlson says, it's that we're all God's children, and God doesn't create any imperfect children, whether they're Muslims, whether they're trans, or anything like that.
I agree. No, I agree. We're all made in God.
For everyone that's Christian, it's like, are you saying that God made a mistake because God
did not say that.
loves all of his children?
We all have free will, though. And at the end of the day, you chose to, I would say, disturb and to destroy your body.
Defile. Yeah, that's
defile. But here's my thing, though.
I think that's the nature. But that's the nature. I think we have free will.
That is the nature. That's what, I'm
no. That's the nature of consciousness. Is it suddenly humans act in non-biological ways. And
it's an interesting concept, though, isn't it? Because like if I just popped up one day and was like, I'm a dog, so that's that.
I think you would burn in limbo or burn in hell.
Well, in your view, do you think I just made a decision, or like?
I think here's my thing. No, I don't think you made a decision. I think it has been cultivated by how you grew up, what you were taught, what your family members were like, what your relationship with your father was like, which I think was probably disturbing. I'm sure he probably took advantage of you to some extent. No, and if that's not right, then
the fathers that take advantage of their biological male sons
usually become gay.
Well,
very high homosexuality rate.
Yeah, it's a homosexuality. That's not a trans thing. I think like the Freudian like.
Well,
good.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I think the Freudian thing, like, I'm interested in this. It's like if you have like a positive male role model in your developmental years, that makes you like a confident, normal, straight man. And but if you have a negative paternal role, but that not in an abusive way necessarily physically or even molesting, but like you can be conditioned into not developing as a male growing up. Those are like one of like the theories I'm interested in, but that's not the case with me. So, but I am interested in that because I do think that those between the ages of 9 and 13, the relationship with your mother and father are based on the gender role that you're assigned and they are. Yeah. I do think it affects people's sexuality, but you can't really.
I think it's closer to like a bipolar or some other sort of mental. Because think about it like this: it's definitely a form of body dysmorphia to some degree. 100%. And so to take the sexuality part out of it, right? If you were to take the sexuality part out of it, then what you are is basically somebody who has an issue with themselves, but you wear it on the outside. It's not like a mental thing that typically would just be nobody would see it. You're wearing it on the outside. But like, for instance, if you came out and said, I'm bipolar, it gets pretty wild sometimes, nobody would blink, no one would bat an eye. But because transgender presents where you can see it, it makes it a lot different. And then you start delving into the sexuality part, which makes it a whole nother thing. But the reality of it is you're not a woman, and you could never be one. And you know that. You've said it. You could never. I'm
a transgender woman. I'm not
right. And when they dig your bones up, they're going to say this was a male that died. But that's the point of it is you are presenting how you feel you are. Now, some people could say it is a mental illness. Some people could say it's because something happened in your child. I think it's close. It's got to be closer to some sort of mental illness in a way. I think mental illness wouldn't even be the right word.
Well, it's like you know,
like be something closer to bipolar or something else that's hereditary in a way.
That's interesting.
I don't know if it's hereditary, but like it's like if you look at the way DSM like classifies disorders, it's like that's why I'm always like I never push. And you've been there, JMO. I've never pushed back to like agree that it's like you could say that this is like a disorder, but like bipolar is a disorder, and all those things are disorders. And so like once you get into that scale, then it becomes how much is this hindering your ability to live a life and like live a productive life? And I'm in a weird situation where after coming out, I started becoming productive and competent and like went to school and got a good job. And so like it's weird in that way, but like you can take like a straight white guy that just like on the surface has just is totally by the books normal, but like what they want to do with sex is they want to like fucking like do rape fantasies, or they want to like piss on someone, or like it's like
no. Most of rape fantasies come from females. That's more of a female thing.
Also, I wouldn't consider
men
want
to rape women. Like there's men that want to rape women. They don't want to have
how many males to female? What's the ratio?
It's a very small percentage, but
that doesn't.
Here's the thing though.
That doesn't negate my point though.
No. But it's not like a high
want
issue.
to protect and take care of women, dude. Don't do that, bro. Come on.
It's
a very small, tweaked out. That's my thing. This is what degeneracy is. It feeds off of degeneracy.
Let me just before you go on that. Like that's interchangeable. I'm saying somebody that just presents like normal, like a straight man or a straight woman too. So straight woman too. So like a straight woman is normal. They're like, oh, there's nothing wrong, but they have rape fantasies. So what I'm saying applies to what you're saying too.
Oh yeah, because there's definitely girls that are into that.
No.
Yeah, so then it's
categorizing. That's no. Most men do not have rape fantasies. That's false. I'm being true. That's fucking
I know,
false.
But
most women do have rape fantasies, though.
I know, but the point I was making.
It does happen, but it's an outlier, dude. Most men want to protect women and take care of them.
Okay, but then there's men that want to like lick someone's feet and have a
they're fucking delinquents, associated scumbags. Why are you comparing the norm to fucking loser delinquents?
Look where she lives, dude. That's where they're crawling all over that goddamn state.
I'm trying to have a real conversation here. Go ahead.
I know, but
I'm sorry.
you're locking in like a defensive way about it, but the point I was just
No,
trying to
no,
make.
I'm being real. I'm being real. There's stats to this shit. I can look up right now how many men have rape fantasies compared to women. It's insanely different.
I know,
It is.
I know, but yeah. The point I was just making is that I'm. You look at me and it's like this is a trans, like this is a person who's mentally because they're born a man and they have tits and etc. But then like sexually, I'm completely normal. But then you could look at a guy or a woman that are just traditional. But then when you get into the behind the scenes, they're like rape fantasies for a woman or a guy that wants to like fucking like, you know, get a girl to pee on him and licking feet. Like our human consciousness has all these little weird things that spread out. So then it all kind of becomes, you know, that's the way I look at it. But on the base level, it's like, I understand anyone's apprehension to it. And to me, that's why I always try to point out that I recognize I'm a biological male and say that I'm a transgender woman, because there's nothing delusional about that. And when there's transgender people that try to say that they're a woman or that they could get pregnant or like feel entitled to go in the women's room, like I challenge that and try to separate myself from that. Does that make sense?
Huh?
Okay.
No. I get it.
He got fired up. He heard rape and he was like off to the rape.
No, he got really fired up.
He got fired up. He got fired up. He got fired up.
No,
He wanted to late. He wanted to
damn,
let you know.
dude.
I'm just like,
No,
like
women are the ones that want rape fantasies. Like
No,
30%.
it's just
look
like
at the charts.
It's disgusting me because you didn't
Dirty
clarify.
whore.
You didn't clarify, bro. You just started saying like, "Oh, men have rape fantasies." Like, no, we do not. Most men don't have that.
The point I was just making is that people that
go ahead.
present like as straight, like when you get behind the
Persona.
scenes, people have like you know, like weird shit that they do in sex that, like, if you think about it, is actually pretty weird too. And
I don't do anything weird at all. I'm just straight like missionary. You know.
When you start talking to people, all their shit with sex is really weird.
No, I'm not. I'm not weird, dude. I just believe people are people and that we need to procreate properly.
God knows what's going on with you in your sex life, dude. Come on.
I want people to be proper. I want people to be good. I want them to be proper. I don't want them to burn in hell. That's all I want.
Cut that butt stuff out.
Why is it that when you drink a certain amount of alcohol, you suddenly turn into a different person that gets angry and starts behaving in a way that your co-host gets weirded out? Like, what are you wrestling with?
This is what the show is, bro. The show is good.
Yeah, it's you doing that, but like, what's going on in your head? What are you wrestling with that comes out when you start drinking?
There's nothing wrestling under here, bro.
What is
it? This is what it is. It is
you guys
a
fucked
show
already.
JMO, I bet you. Yeah. All I'm saying is,
don't do it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
No, we're not gonna do that. But this is what the show is, dude. If you watched our show,
I understand it's what the show is. I'm saying the same thing, but I'm saying what's behind what happens to
what's
you when
behind
you
the
get drunk
scenes.
to a certain.
Like
what? There's an anger that comes out in you, and what are you angry with yourself about?
No, I'm not angry about myself on anything. I love my life. I enjoy it immensely.
Do you watch? Do you ever go back and watch the episodes you do and watch?
Oh yeah, I find them hilarious. You want to know why? Because when I am a little bit intoxicated and I've had a few drinks, I just say whatever the fuck I want to say without any repercussion. To some extent, I know sometimes I do feel bad. Like when I made mommy cry, that was kind of like, I was sad about that. I was like, oh shit. You know,
are you trying to like handle my question by just saying, you know, the thing about me is when I get drunk, I start to say a little bit more of the things I'm thinking. Like,
no.
I'm talking about your fourth and fifth drink. I'm talking about the fourth and fifth drink.
I know. You need to listen to me real quick. You need to stop talking so much like a female and shut the fuck up and be a man and think logically and just listen, okay? Use your man pants on. Get your man pants on. Get that man juice going, okay, sweetheart? And listen to me. What I'm saying is this. When I get a little more tipsy, I just want to say whatever I'm thinking, whatever I've seen, whatever I'm listening to, and just say it and see what everyone else reacts to it as. And I might say even more crude or even more crazy what they have said it before on other shows or other things I've seen. But I do it just to have fun because at the end of the day, this show is to have fun. I love humor like this. I love crazy humor. That's why I loved Anthony Cumia and Opie and Anthony back in the day. I loved Howard Stern because they would say crazy shit to these people.
Can I respond to this Mickey person? You guys have just hallucinated this idea that because of where I work, that your taxpayer is paying for my health insurance or my pay. That's not
who cares about that, dude?
but that's not how that shit works. I get paid by like fees and fines that have nothing to do with the taxpayers. So go fuck yourself. Yeah, fines for people that like literally blow asbestos into the air for like at an old person's home.
She reached the benefits from the struck channels that she's struck in. Yeah. They pay her
all right, you win with that one.
They pay her.
They're gonna build you an asbestos pussy. I'm so confused. What are we talking about now?
I don't know. Like
people keep saying that like I have surgery and it was paid for by tax dollars because they just know a little bit about my job and it makes me fucking sick.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, at the end of the day, Ava, it's not because I have some built up hatred that I just need to spew out into the masses. No, it's not that. It's just I like to say crazy shit. I want to say crazy shit. I witness other people do it, and I enjoy it. I thought, like, I enjoy crazy shit. I enjoy shock jock humor. I think it's awesome.
I do too.
I think some of the best comedy I've ever seen in my life, and I want to bring that back in my own way, and that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing a 21st century shock jock vibe to the show, and it fucking works, and people love it. And they may hate it. I don't know. But I'm not going to lie. Trannies are hot. I would fuck a tranny. I did. It was beautiful. It was sensual. It felt like a masterpiece in the making. Like, I'll say it again. Trans know what to do with you. Well, yes. There's JMO. Like,
yeah, because you're weird.
Trans people, JMO couldn't handle that one.
I'm from the shock jock like world.
Like I'm being real. People, shut up, bitch.
You shut up.
Trans people know what to do with you. They will use you no matter what you are, and they will placate to their whatever gender they are that day, and it's sexy and it's hot.
That's good. Whatever they are that day.
whatever gender they are that day, they roll with it, bro, and I love it. And that's my thing. Every human being is beautiful. Every human being has a purpose on life. Every human being has a right to be whatever they want to be. If you want to sing in front of children with your titties out, do it. I don't care.
No, peanut butter. No, peanut butter. You missed. No, I said that there's
am I wrong?
I said I was talking about the reason health insurance companies cover trans care.
Dude, who cares about that?
No.
You see these people in the chat know the fuck you're talking about? They're retarded.
No, I'm responding to what they're saying.
Let me take a
just
drink
because you have
just
because you have a government job doesn't mean that you're not paying for private insurance. I pay for private insurance. State employees pay for private insurance. The government insurance is for people that are under a certain income bracket. If you work for the state, you are paying a private health insurance company.
Hang on, I love this. So you got socked off by a demonic soul. Got it. Here's the thing. When my juices entered that individual, it immaculated and blessed that person. It's like holy water. What I am. Truly. It legitly took over its soul, the individual's soul, to the point where they became straight again. It was insane. Like, I'm not kidding. After I had my way with it, it became straight. Like, it was something else. Ava, have you ever heard the story of when I lost my virginity to a trans individual?
No.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, you be the judge on this one, all right? Here, you got a drink next to you, sweetheart? Are you sober? Here, cheers, my beautiful girl.
Cheers.
So, this is what happened. I'm young, like really young. I mean young. And this older individual hits me up on Tinder, right? I'm like fresh out of the pond. And I'm just trying to get pussy. I'm just trying to vibe. I'm trying to just do my thing. And they say, "Hey, come to this art show with me." I'm like, "All right, bet." Art show, bet. I'm fucking. I was raised like in the closeted Christian community, and now I'm like out and about in my first 5. I'm just trying to get my dick wet. It's been some time. I'm almost basically a virgin. Almost? So I don't know what's what. A hole's a hole. So I go to this. I'm not even kidding. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. I'm just trying
No,
to get
I
my
don't
dick
think you're
wet.
kidding. I don't think you're kidding.
So I was a Christian community.
You're saying
So-
you grew up in a closeted Christian community.
Yeah, basically. So I go to this art, debacle in someone's basement in this like lower east side area, and I just see demonic paintings all over the place. There's like, what I'm saying, like there's creatures with like their jaws half open on the walls, like spitting out flames and all this weird shit, and like there's satanic like anarchy signs all over the place and like triangles and shit like that. And I'm just like looking around, I'm a good Christian boy. I'm just like, oh, whoa. I'm like out of my element. And suddenly, like, I feel like a strong, like, grip on my shoulder. And I turn around. And it's like this petite, tight, sexy, goth chick. And I'm like, fucking bet. That's the whore I'm going to fuck tonight. And, I turn to her. And we're like talking. And like, it's really loud in there. There's music playing. There's people talking, I'm acting like I want to buy these people's demonic art to be nice, because I'm a good Christian. And so I can't really hear her like with her, with the bass. I can't hear the bass in her fucking, her throat. So we go outside and we're like talking for half a second with other people talking around us. So I'm not really noticing it yet. I'm drunk. I'm high. I smoke their delinquent weed that they have there. So I'm out of my mind. I've been poisoned basically. And she's like, come back to my place. I'm like, oh, all right, bet. I'm like, is anyone else going there? She's like, no, just you and I. I was like, bingo. I'm in. So I go back there and I pull up to the house. She lets me in. She doesn't say anything. And we go up inside the crib and there's weird shit around. She's like introducing me to all her weird trinkets. And I start noticing while she's introducing me to all this stuff that her voice is just deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And I'm just like, whoa, there's something not right here. I'm like, my spidey senses are tingling. My straightness is telling me, hey, dude, like, you need to watch you're in enemy territory right now. So she turns around and like, we're just like talking. And she can tell I'm nervous because I don't know what she is at this point. I can't tell if she's female or male. And then, she slowly like calms me. She like relaxes me. Not with a sedative, but like she just she relaxes me. She calms my nerves. And then she starts to unzip my belt.
Are you erect at this moment?
Unbuckle my belt slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And then she does the deed. And then, I get off, obviously. I'm like, whoa, that's amazing.
Because you got hard for that.
Yeah, I play with the titties, whatever have you. And then it's just busted. So she pops my cherry. I didn't allow her to penetrate me. Not yet. But
did you think about how maybe you wanted that?
No. I wasn't thinking anything. I was under the spell.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, like halfway through, she was sucking me off. I was like, I didn't know like trannies were like this. Like halfway through, like mid, like like mid suck. I said, I didn't know like trannies were like this, and she stopped and she looked at me. She said, "Don't ever say that again." I was like, "What, tranny? Isn't that mean like transgender? Like, what's wrong with tranny?" She's like, "That's like saying the nig word." I'm like, "Oh, my bad. Get back down there." So she goes back to work, and we finish the deed. Anyway, that is State of Lifeforms number 3. I'm sorry that I triggered I knew that would get her. Oh man. But never seen Dude, I swear to God, that joke speaks itself. Every time I say that joke, it's insane. What happened to you?
I just thought it'd be funny if I just left.
No, I'll just roll with that. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck. No, and honestly, it was perfect because it just got to that point where you're just like, dude, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's
no.
just an episode. Yeah.
No, basically, she made me squirt, and then.
Yep. And you had a good time.
No. And here's the best part about it, though. At the end of the night, after I was traumatized and raped, I came into the house, and I'm walking back to my car, like out of my mind, like tweaked out, because I knew it was a man at that point, because I saw the Adam's apple, and I heard echoing back at me in this deep volume voice. Hey, next time you go down on me. And I was like, and I like hopped in my car and zoom.
You play a very feminine role in this whole story.
No, I'm a faggot, dude. Like, I swear to God, like I will get raped because it's not really rape when you like. That's my thing. Hey, here's something funny.
Oh no, here we go with the rape thing.
No. Is it rape if you like it? Be in the moment. Is it rape if you like it?
Well, you're the rape victim here. Why don't you tell me?
I enjoyed it.
All right, well, then there you go.
Good for you, Mer. Real good for you. Like I love it. Everyone's so like weird. Like it's so funny because everyone expects me to be this masculine, like
No, they don't.
Yes, they. No. And you be.
They know what's going on with you, buddy.
No. People who clip the show and just hop in and be like, "Oh, Mer's a fucking douchebag. Like, how dare he saw about Christianity, this and that." Hey, baby, under the sheets, like close behind the doors. You have no idea what's going on here, man. Like, it's insane.
I think we all have an idea of what's going on behind the scenes.
You don't know, bro. Like, it's insane to me. Like. Murr doesn't have rape fantasy. He was raped. He has rape realities. Like the Win by 2 cover this the best. I am a victim of my own circumstances. Okay.
Any excuse to be the victim, huh?
No. I love being the victim. I really enjoy it because it makes me feel more like secure. No, secure. I feel more secure where I'm the victim. You want to know why? Because I know what's going to happen next. I know that I'm going to be defiled. I'm like a flower. Once you peel back the petals, there's like that golden treasure inside that it's like a bee hovering over to take the pollen.
Listen to that lingo. I'm like a flower. I've got petals.
I got petals, bro.
I love being the victim.
And once the bee comes and takes me away, it is, and then I pollinate the next victim for them. Like, no, it's true, dude. Like, you know how many people have listened to me and or like, within my music career with my music, and they're like, "Oh, I love you so much." I'm like, wait till you get with a trans person, then you don't really love me. Like, I've encouraged so much.
Your music sounds like someone that has had sex with a trans person.
No, it's true, dude. It's true, bro. Like, I truly encourage everyone reaching out to like become the true like self that they are. There's nothing wrong with wanting to love hard in the moment, no matter what happens. Just close your eyes. That's what I did.
Well, people typically close their eyes when they're getting a blowjob.
Oh
no, I guess no. Some people look down at the person and they're like, "Yeah."
No, I'm not gay. Someone said, "Murr, why are you so gay?" I'm not gay. That's not.
You said you were gay like 5 minutes ago.
I'm not gay. Don't ever fucking say that again, you fag. I'm not gay. I hate gay people.
It's not gay to have sex with trans women.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm gonna be honest. It's not gay. There's a difference. When you have sex with a man who has a hairy chest and pecs and a strong 6-pack, and
that's gay.
That's gay.
Yeah.
Gay.
You know what? I think we're on the same page about this.
No, hang on. I'm not done yet. That's gay. But when you have sex, a blowjob from
I do too, Aussie guy.
But when you
that was a big red flag.
I don't have any red flags. They're all green. They're green for enter here. But when you have like intercourse or a sexual moment with someone who is also, I would say, what's the word I'm looking for? Not someone who like knows what they're doing, but someone who is like, you're like, what's the word? Come on, help me out here, you fag. I'm kidding. That's a joke. What I'm talking about is like when someone is
You've had more gay sex than I have.
no, hang on. When someone is like, fuck, come on, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like when someone's like, like you hit. Oh, fuck, I can't think of the perfect word for it. I have it on the tip of my tongue. Wink, wink. But I can't think of it.
Describe it
some.
more, and I'll help you.
No. It's like when someone's like so. I can't think of it anymore. Wow, I've never had this before on my show. I can't think of the word. It's when someone is so innocent and so. Oy vey shalom. So innocent and so like ripe that like I was ripe and I was innocent. So my thing is like that, and that individual was scared because they never approached a strong man like I am like that before. And I'm strong. I'm very strong.
Do you work out?
I'm as straight as they
out?
come. I'm as straight as they come.
Absolutely.
I'm as straight as they come. So when she approached or he approached me, afraid of me to say, faggot, you know what I'm saying? Like, like hang her from a tree. Like it wasn't like that. I was cordial, I was polite, I was nice. And she's never had a strong man caress her before. So when she came
was that the last time for you?
No. So when she came to me, she was trembling. And she knew at that moment that us men are more than willing. That's why J-Mo left. He felt insecure. A strong man is secure in his sexuality, and he knows that whatever has something that's willing to listen to them, congratulate them, hype them up.
Why do you think J-Mo left?
And also at the same time, please them, because that's what we want in life. As long as, like you said, we close our eyes when we get pleased, we don't care what the fuck happens. You can take my wallet. As long as you make me jizz and you make me make a baby inside of you, I don't care. I don't care if you put in, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what, that's how it is, bro. I just need to make babies and make money. That's how we roll. And
do you have children?
Oh, of course. Yes, from that tranny. No, but that's half a joke, half not. But what I'm saying is,
do you have children?
I'm not going to speak on that right now. What I'm saying is, us men are truly a strong, purely just vibing people. And when people like J-Mo leave the show, when we start to get into the depths, like J-Mo's la ha ha he, trannies have like dysphoria issues, all this other garbage. That's easy to say. You can say that about anybody. You know how many fucking people we walk around who are on fucking pills or other shit? Everyone's drugged up. Everyone's psychosisly insane to some extent. But you know what's not crazy? When you're off the drugs and you're purely that person. And that's what I love about you, Ava. You're not taking any pills anymore, are you, baby?
Well, I take HRT, but I don't do any other drugs.
What do you take?
HRT.
Oh no. Okay, so you're on pills, but you're making it work.
I'm not on like a drug, or I'm not getting high on drugs.
No, it's not getting high. It's altering your mindset and or your body.
Oh yeah, no, I do that, so I can't sit here. And...
Okay, so you are a tweak, but that's okay. I appreciate.
No, like I'm on like hormones. But I would argue those are harmless, unlike your drinking.
I drink because it's fun. Okay, asshole? But when J-Mo leaves the show, that tells me he feels uncomfortable with reality.
Why do you think J-Mo was like just weirded out by it, or do you think it made him like it was too close to home, or like why did J-Mo leave?
Well, here's the thing. I know why Chow left. He's told me before he doesn't care about this shit. He's talked about it ad nauseum before. You know, he's been through our shows before where I do this fun gay shit, and he leaves. I'm like, all right, I get it. Dan left because he's got a wife at home right now who's badgering him, so I get that. JMO though, I don't know. And judging by the fight you two had, it's interesting. I don't know. But for me, I just truly believe that you are not a no, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Ma'am. I'm gonna be honest with you. Are you ma'am or are you sir right now?
Are we
What's
still
your
at this
vibe?
stage? Are we still at the stage of this where that? It's
Well,
funny?
you told me sometimes you're dominant, sometimes you're not, sometimes it kicks in, sometimes it doesn't.
That's
I
not
don't
what I
know.
said at all.
No, I know you're a female. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. All I'm saying is this. You are truly a beautiful person. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Okay? Yeah, I'll cheers to you. Cheers.
Hey, Mickey, unions are not run by the government. The government and the unions are adversarial to each other.
Stop with the
fucking
fucking
retard.
I don't want the political shit anymore. I want to get real with you.
Okay, go ahead. Go back to the
Stop with the political shit.
Go back
If they
to the,
want,
go back
if
to
they
the,
want, if they want to say political shit, they can pay for it, like the Jew I am. All right. This is what I'm saying. You are truly an amazing person. I'm proud of you for being the person that you are. I'm proud of you for going against your cultural aspects of whatever have you.
whatever have you.
And being the person that you are right now. I'm not kidding. I am making kind of I gotta make it funny a little bit, but at the end of the day, I know I do respect you. I respect that you don't want our children to grow up in a fucked up situation where they want to become trans. I get that. Wait till they're 18 at least before you propagandize them. I get that. What
did you just say? Say it again.
I said
you remember
are,
what you just said? Say it again.
I said you're truly an amazing, beautiful person, and you.
What was that next part?
We should do a show together. We should do a show that's called "Are You Gay or Not?"
We just go all in on this subject. Yeah.
No. It's so funny. I don't know, man. I love it. I love it because everyone, dude, it's so crazy to me. All these people are so tweaked out about being fag. Oh, like being called a faggot or being gay or whatever have you. What's wrong with being gay? There's nothing wrong with it. You'll burn in hell, but that's a long time away from now. No, it's true. I've repented for my sins for allowing a tranny to suck my cock off until I jizzed in it. That's been repented. I'm good now. And I love gay people. I have gay friends. And here, you want to hear a funny story? I was at a gay party recently. Everyone's a fag there. I'm not kidding. Everyone's a fag there. And I'm hanging out, being me, hey, what's going on, faggot? I'm hanging. I didn't say that. I was like, what's going on, you guys? I'm being respectful. I'm having decorum. That's what they call it, decorum. I'm having decorum, with these fucking faggots. And then this fucking scumbag faggot.
Hold on, Mickey, you fucking retard. If you work for
dude, stop.
If you work for a state government, you're not protected for life. Your job is based on a budget that's presented. In the state of Oregon, there's a lot of conservative counties everywhere, in basically everywhere except Portland.
Okay, no one cares.
People lose their jobs that are protected by a union in the government, because if the government doesn't have the money to pay them because of budget cuts, they lose their jobs just like anywhere else. You stupid retard cocksucker. And it's not Cadillac healthcare. It's subpar private healthcare, just like anyone else has to pay for private healthcare. No pension. You don't know shit. Fuck off. Go ahead.
Okay, so after that interruption, dude, make him pay if he wants to say this dumb shit anymore. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, you have to pay for now on.
Pay for now on. I'm a Jew, so pay for now on.
Yep. I just turned it off so I can't see it. Go ahead.
There you go. Okay. So I'm at this gay party. I'm hanging out with the fags. I'm not. It's the gay party. I'm not kidding. Like people are like chained up by like handcuffs to the beds, and they're like, hey, like you want to lay with me? Like it was that kind of gay party. You know what I'm saying? Like hey, there's a private bedroom if you want to get chained up. So like I was like, whoa, this is crazy. So I'm there, I'm vibing. You know, they're playing Sam Smith. What's that guy's name? Sam Smith. I forgot that dude's name. And they're playing like Adele and all this other garbage. And this one gay guy is shitting on me the whole entire time. It's like, oh, you wore this, you wore that outfit, you look so fucking gay. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, yo, nigga, you look super gay and shit. I was like, nigga. Sam Smith, that's it. And I was like, nigga, like, how dare you compare me to a black man? So I was like, all right, faggot. I'm sorry I don't look as good as you do. And I'm not kidding you, bro. The music stopped. Like, you know how movies when the music stops and everyone just looks at you and like a pin drops? And they're like, you know what I'm saying? And everyone looks. When I said, okay, faggot, I'm sorry I didn't dress well enough to impress you. Dude.
I don't even know what you're talking about at this point. I've just lost. It just started all blurry.
Someone called me nigga.
Okay,
Someone called me negro. And I said faggot to this person. I called them a faggot.
Okay.
And the party just halted to a stop. Just
why?
And everyone just looked at me. And the person that called me nigga just started like crying in a corner.
So you're upset because they called you the N-word, but then they were all, sanctimonious when you called them a faggot.
I called him a faggot as a joke because I call people faggot all the time. I'm a male. I'm a man.
Right.
I'm a powerful man.
Just because somebody calls them a faggot doesn't mean they're saying it in some kind of derogatory.
I wasn't calling him a faggot because he's a faggot. I was like, okay, faggot.
People say faggot in all kinds of different ways. Right.
Yeah. So everyone like turned to me and they're like, how fucking dare you say that? You should get the fuck out of here before you get beat up and it's going to be a hate crime, bitch. And I was like, what? And they're like, we're about to beat the fuck out of you, fucking bitch. I'm like, they're like, how dare you, nigga? Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Are they black?
No, they're all white. They're all white preppy bitches. And I literally said out loud, I'm like, hey, all you fucking losers are saying nigga and shit. Isn't that racist as fuck? And I can't say faggot? And they're like, you should just get the fuck out of here before you get dropped. I was like, all right, I'm not trying to get my ass beat by faggots, so I'm going to head out of here.
Right.
Dude.
So you're pulling like a N-word whataboutism, and then you threw a tantrum and left.
I didn't throw a dude, I was calm. They legitly were like upping my shit, like saying, we're about to fuck you up. You think I'm going to just hang out there after the people getting my shit and say we're about to fuck you up? No, I'm dipping. It's not worth it. I'm not going to throw hands. I don't have nothing to prove to these fucking losers.
You ever fight people?
Yes, I have before.
Have you ever gone to jail?
No, I'm not a retard.
Okay.
Have you gone to jail?
No.
Yeah, because you're not a retard. So here's my thing. What?
I said goddamn right.
Yeah, exactly. So here's my thing. That's what I love about trannies. They are not aggressive like gays are. Gays are aggressive. That's why gays are adopting young men. That's why gays are adopting children. That's why gays are pushing this weird like not tranny because it's not tranny. It's what do you call it? It's what is it called when you dress up?
I can't even sit here for this conversation because someone's just if I just accept what you're saying, it's gonna get clipped.
It's true though.
No, but they're gonna clip they're gonna clip it and send it to my
You're scared. You're scared.
No, I just don't I don't want to sit here during this one.
All right, I'll just end the show here then. Let's just accept the fact that gays are aggressive child weirdos who want to control children and sexualize them. Can we agree on that? And trannies are the way to go, correct?
I can't hear you.
Okay. All right. I love Ava. Ava.
I love you.
You're a queen. You're a king. You're both. I love you, sweetheart.
There we go.
Peace, everybody. Bye-bye.